We are back. Cawna League Podcast. Welcome. This is, well, it should
This
be
is
episode
this
one.
is this is episode 2, but it's going to be
1.5.
episode 1 because one's never getting released.
Alright, so this is episode 1.5.
Yeah,
So,
that part.
my name is Daniel, aka Scott. You have Sunil, you have Harris, and you have Audrey. Man, them
Yo,
wanna say.
there.
Well, go on.
Did this you just say AKA Scott as if that's not his actual name?
My name is Jeff, also known as Jeff.
Anyway, what are we here to talk about today, Scott?
I don't know that, brother. But what do you talk about?
We're
So,
here talking
today,
about what we all love because it's returning football, and
The
more
Premier
in
League
depth,
to be
the
exact.
Premier League. Because let's face it, as much as we claim we watch the other leagues, we don't really watch the other leagues.
If I know Messi and I not you see me.
Amen to that.
If
they do not speak for the entirety of the Cawna League Podcast crew.
I watch the Bundesliga, so I'm just talking based off what you guys would be doing.
I watch Lewandowski and Friends, and the Chinese Super League for obvious reasons.
But anyway, more specifically, we're here to talk about the Premier League predictions. You see me? Because we don't know how this is going to go. The Premier League has always shown itself to be a thing of mystery. You can never predict this thing. It is always going to fail you.
Let's predict
That's
one thing: Arsenal not making the Champions League.
that's
I
the
can predict something better. Sunil's Premier League prediction being way off again.
0 out of 20 yet again.
that's what I've been talking about, dog. It's the Premier
Here
League.
we go.
Here we go again.
So no, last year predicted West Ham to finish fifth.
You guys will never come after me.
Last year, Sunil predicted Sheffield to get relegated.
But in fairness, I think
No,
everyone and their moms did. So
exactly. And same thing for Newcastle. So when you can't talk to me, dog.
no, you putting West Ham in fifth is the most stupid thing I've ever seen.
Did you?
Yeah,
No, 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 no.
that should be punishable by law.
But why? Why?
You
Look
deserve
at
to be
how
in
they.
exile for that.
All
No,
right.
why?
So where do you think West Ham's going to finish this season?
That's for later
Anything
on in
above
the episode.
20th is the wrong answer.
No,
No,
think about that and ask yourself what actually changed from last season to this season.
not much. Brady John John
Exactly.
has gone.
So by right, they should be finishing fifth again by your logic.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, 20th. Can we start now? 20th.
Alright, 20th.
Wait, first of all, where's Harris?
That is a very good question.
Yeah, he's
We
back.
prob- we
In
probably figure
20th.
Google who they in our Premier League to be very honest.
Dear God.
So immature,
Hello,
guys.
hello. All right. Now, where were we? You know, 20th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
who's finishing 20th?
You can start now that you said it.
I have
Um,
Newcastle.
You have
Newcastle
Newcastle.
United. Any explanation, sir? That's a hot take. That's a hot take and a half.
I mean, it's the same as usual with Newcastle. The off season so far has looked promising. They've been making transfers, but like transfers isn't going to win them a title. Like, I mean, like the team management itself has just been
Man
poor
City
year
and
in year
Liverpool
out.
and Chelsea has entered the chat.
PSG
Wait.
have entered the chat.
Osborne has entered the chat. Osborne, introduce yourself.
And only Liverpool fan. I just wait that. So just go on.
Come on, man. Anyway, 20th. Harris, West, you said Newcastle United. Now, why?
Oh
Gone
boy, we said
again?
again.
Yes.
All right. As I have been saying, even though I feel like Newcastle has been making signings, good signings, I just don't have any confidence in them, and I feel like this is just inevitable. I feel like them finally just dropping out. I think this is like just that. This is it. I just see this as the tipping season where they're finally going to just struggle and just drop out,
Steve
and
Bruce
like
has
we'll
been
finally
Wait,
realize
busy.
that there's
question.
no
Why
coming
topic
back for
of
Newcastle.
conversation?
Prem
Premier League
predictions.
predictions.
So Newcastle will be what? Rejected? Relegated?
Relegated.
Bombards?
Yeah.
Rejected.
20th in specifics.
All right. My take on that. Last year, I predicted Newcastle to finish 20th, and a load of good that did me.
Alright, here's the thing
This
on me.
season, this transfer window, they brought in Ryan Fraser, Callum Wilson, and I think they signed someone else from Norwich,
Jamal Lewis.
Jamal Lewis. So
If
that
I'm
goal,
being com
that lack of goals that they had last year, it is in theory gone. So I don't see them finishing lower than how they finished last season, at least not significantly.
Alright,
Alright,
can I
wait.
can I add to that point? Here's the
go
thing.
for it.
Joe Linton, even in Hoffenheim, Joe Linton was not a goal scorer. You see me? So to bring him into a main squad to make him the main center focus of an attack was always going to be bad. Now bringing in Callum Wilson, they have a proven Premier League goal scorer. Though admit last season for Bournemouth was entirely bad. Everybody was bad and they all have talent, right? So bringing in Callum Wilson to partner with Joe Linton could actually be a world of good if Steve Bruce knows what he's doing, right? And even so, he's a good enough manager to bring out what he needs out of that Newcastle side. Also on the
I
topic,
think
wait, also on the topic,
yeah,
they have always been missing a left back, well, a proper left back.
Danny
Even
Rose.
Geordie fans will say this all the time that they need a left back. So to bring in somebody that even Liverpool coveted in Jamal Lewis, 21 years old, youngster, I think is a magnificent move. Also with Ryan Fraser coming in, a winger with actual end products. Yeah, I think Newcastle will do well this year.
Um I don't have Newcastle for 20th, not because I like them or have faith in them. I just believe there's actually worse teams in the league than them. For me, 20th
Arsenal.
has oh God. For me, I think Fulham is going right back down.
Yeah, I would
They're going
agree with that.
right
I would
back
definitely
down.
agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree with that, but I don't think they're gonna finish 20th. For me, I
Nah,
think West Brom.
Fulham's finishing 20th.
I definitely
Fulham
think
has
West Brom is finishing.
absolutely no hope.
I think West Brom is finishing 20th actually. I mean,
No,
Village is a good coach, but at the same time, it's like they haven't brought in enough reinforcements for me to think that they're going to make that much of a difference to say that they're going to survive.
the thing with West Ham and
West
Crystal
Brom.
Palace, no, not
West
West
Brom.
Brom, West Ham and Crystal Palace is that they don't have to be good to ruin someone's day, and they ruin enough people's day to stay up. So West Ham will be absolute dog the entire season, and then come at Stamford Bridge and get 3 points,
I would
or
also
go
like
to
to
the
add for Newcastle. Oh, wait, talk.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
think West Ham, they don't have to be good. They don't have to fix their problems, but they'll just find some way to stay up. And the same thing with Leeds. I think Leeds will finish now 18th, 17th, just above the drop from 6 points from the two United derbies. I'm saying it from now.
Okay.
Being honest, I don't think Leeds have
Wow.
finished that low.
Wow.
I don't think I don't think Leeds go have as a successful season as Wolves they have when they just joined the league. But I not see Leeds have finished that low.
So
Not,
who do you
I,
have
I,
at 20th? Guys, first of all, this is about 20th, first of all. We work our way up.
20th.
Work our way.
Alright. So being 20th, I have Fulham.
Fulham. Okay. Any reasons? Any specific reasons?
Yeah, I just think they're dog. They're
Okay.
not staying up.
Yeah, I
And I
think
think
Fulham
they'll probably
probably
do
to
the worst
20th
than
too.
everyone else.
Okay. So
The
Scott,
reason
who do
I
you think have in 20th?
well,
In 20th, I have West Brom. I just don't think they have the quality to stay up.
Okay,
They
even with
definitely
all
don't
the
have.
Just
signings that they've
They
made.
definitely don't have the most quality out of the recently promoted teams. And all the teams that are in the Prem from before, I think they're just going to bully them.
Hmm.
20th.
cannot be reincarnated.
All right. Osborne, who do you have in 20th?
same Fulham. For the reason when you look at the league competitively, the league will be more competitive this year than last year. Right?
Yeah.
For example, the top three positions go in hot contention. To be honest, with City, Liverpool, and more than likely Chelsea. So it go be the big teams go to scrape for as much points as possible. So it's not like say you go have less games where teams you willing to put out a weaker side because they say, oh, we don't have to go as hard against that team because they go need the points, so they still go to put out the A teams. So I don't see Fulham having much of a chance against full A team, Man U or Chelsea or Liverpool or City or
Okay.
even a Spurs for that. You mean so? I don't think they go get to scrape the points here. So and them five teams there are five teams where they go face two times the league, so that 3, 5, or fifth at a 30 points there so alone where they go off a drop. I mean so that count out mid table for them completely. And then you have Wolves, Leicester, teams like them that will still go to fight for points because they go on and somewhere in European Championship qualification. So they go to scrape for points too. So I'm not really see much hope for Fulham, being very honest.
Yeah.
Because them not have a team that can convince me where they can take on those teams where go to scrape for points.
All right. I have West Brom for the sole reason that West Brom is their their squad isn't as impressive like Scott said, but you could argue that it's more impressive than Fulham's, and they did perform better than Fulham's in the championship. What Fulham did, and this is a lot. This is a big thing because of championship playoffs. Championship playoff teams actually get more money than
Yeah, it's
than
the
second.
most it's the
Yeah,
most money rich
most
match.
revenue.
That's the word.
Yeah,
Yeah, that thing, the playoff
most
match.
revenue. Yeah, yeah. So that being said, they've actually got more. I would say West Brom have actually spent less on quality players than Fulham have. Like Fulham have actually brought in a couple quality players. I would say like Mario Lemina, Alphonse Areola, Ola Aina, couple players, Harrison Reed. In fact, so couple
But
players that not only are they Premier League quality, but they
oh
have
god,
worked in the Premier League before. Players
but
like yeah,
just so you know, I'm giving the opportunity to flip here. Fulham did this the last time they were here, and they went right back down.
well
You
I
remember
don't think it's a case
everyone
of
wanted Seri. Seri was this world class guy. He went to Fulham. He's down in the championship. Then there was Chambers, quote unquote Arsenal's best defender. He went right back down. So Fulham got the talent, but just seeing what they did last time, it just doesn't give me any confidence for them to, stake a claim that they deserve to be in the Prem.
All right,
I'm
my
having a
anyway.
mirror.
19th,
19.
anybody?
all right.
Um,
For my 19th,
Yeah.
I had Palace. I had Palace originally, and then they signed Batshuayi. Because my problem with Palace was that even with Eze, you can't. Zaha's kind of inconsistent, especially when he's like he wants to leave. So I wasn't sure that they'd get the goals, but with Batshuayi, I think they're going to stay up. So I'm having West Ham at 19th.
Yes.
honestly, I forgot about Batshuayi. We probably should have moved Crystal Palace to
Okay.
20th.
I want to ask Scott this question. With their form towards the end of the season, why would you say West Ham? Especially with the amount of talented players that they do have.
I
Yarmolenko,
mean,
Sebastian Haller, Declan Rice.
I
They've just
mean,
had yeah.
first, I don't think Declan Rice is going to stay. I think Chelsea is going to sign him as their 10th signing of the window.
Uh,
Someone salty.
Whole
But
starting 11.
over, I just don't see West Ham just staying up. I mean, David Moyes' luck is going to run out eventually.
David
he's
Moyes is going to get sacked.
by the time
No,
he
no,
gets
no.
sacked. By the time he gets sacked, I think it's going to be too late for West Ham. Unless they bring in someone that completely flips their season around in January, December, I
Odds
think they're going
on
down.
Maurizio Sarri ending up at West Ham.
And he's supposed to make them survive.
Nah.
No,
But
Uh,
just I think that's the
OJ,
last
don't do
high
that, OJ.
profile
OJ,
man.
do not do that. OJ, do not do that, OJ. West Ham have sense. They aren't gonna hire Sorry. They have sense.
They
Come
Yeah,
on,
hired
cause
let's be honest.
Moyes.
Slavan Bilic,
They
um,
hired
Big Sam. Was it Big Sam? Moyes. Yeah, that shows that they have a lot of sense.
definitely.
Sir, Sorry struggled to win a league with a super team. Yet you really, do West Ham
That
really
that's
want to get themselves
that's off
involved?
topic, guys. That's off topic. That's off topic. But I
But
think
still, but still.
sorry.
yeah.
All right.
Um,
19th,
So who do you
Audrey.
have?
for me, let me check back teams. I think Aston Villa aren't going to make it. They're not going to
Why
make
no?
it.
I agree
What do you mean?
completely with this one.
What do you mean? Why?
I mean,
They're
isn't Grealish their Lord and Savior?
well.
Yeah,
What
but
was Grealish doing in the last season?
To be
I
honest,
mean,
Grealish wasn't doing much, if anything.
Exactly.
Playing better than Pogba.
And
And he's
the fact that
no,
United pulled out of the transfer says it
he's
all.
highly inconsistent because he have a good run of form for what 5 6 games, and then after that you can't find him. He's barely in build up and things like them there. And then because of that, it's a similar thing to Barcelona where them start get dependent on Jack Grealish to the point him get injured in the middle of one game, and I think somebody did a begging day pitch or something like that because him did have shin problems and him stay on the field and play and still never do nothing. So
well, I mean,
I'm
there
gonna
are
see.
pros and cons to the situation at Aston Villa. Pros, they might have
They're going
John
back to a
McGinn.
league of their level.
No, I'm talking about for the Premier League.
Oh,
They might have
lol.
they might have John McGinn back for an entire season, who was really good until he got injured. If you guys remember,
who are you talking about?
John McGinn.
Never
Oh.
heard of him.
And their main problem was scoring goals. Apart from Wesley's injury, Wesley was largely um unimpressive, basically, right? Now with who they brought in, Ollie Watkins, he is a more convincing goal scorer, but this is another case of championship to Premier League. Might not fit the system, might not be a proper goal scorer. You see me? So I think Aston Villa are going to get relegated because they really haven't counted their chickens properly.
For 19, I had West Bromwich Albion at 19.
I don't think you need an explanation there.
We've already explained that.
All right. Everybody that's for 19?
Osborne,
I agree with the West Brom for 90.
okay? 18th.
All right. All right. I have a hot take. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to end up with stuff for this at the end of the season. But I think Sheffield are going down.
Who?
Sheffield.
Sheffield United. That's a hot take.
All right. Here's my reasoning. They
We're
have,
18th?
yeah,
No,
18.
19th. Okay.
Firstly, they replaced Dean Henderson with Ramsdale. They
Yeah,
signed
that's a
a left
good
back,
point.
a right back, and a centre back, and a centre mid. And they brought in Burge in January. Where are the strikers? What last season, one of their biggest problems was not defending, but more so scoring goals. And they haven't brought in anybody to score goals. So I
Being
don't
honest,
see.
being honest, I think they would like get relegated because they only buy defensive
Yeah, but
reinforcements.
the thing
Because
about it
being
is
fair,
Henderson's
being fair,
gone.
I
what
think
they didn't
Sheffield actually have brought in a striker.
No, they
I
haven't.
think they no, they
They
made a
brought in a winger. They brought
no,
in Oliver Burke from West Brom.
oh,
But
because I was like they definitely made a swap deal with West Brom. Anyway, continue.
the thing is, even though the defense was good, Dean Henderson put in a lot of work last season. And I don't think
That's true.
Ramsdale is as good as Henderson. I honestly don't.
but look at it this way. No? the biggest strong point for Sheffield last season to me would be easily to say their defense, even excluding Henderson. Right? So if Henderson is gone now, they have to find a way to fill in that gap. You're not going to get a top talent goalkeeper with the funds that they have. So the best thing that they can do is to strengthen the defense themselves. So I think those were proper transfers.
No, I think
So
Ramsey is a good replacement. But for a
yes, but
team
it's
that
not a
can't score
replacement to the level that Dean Henderson was providing them.
exactly,
They're
so
not
they're
going to
not
get that.
scoring. In theory, they're not going to be scoring much more goals, but they're going to be
Um,
conceding more.
But they're going to
I
So,
be. I
think
don't think they'll concede as much more, but I think they will concede enough where they can.
All right,
I think
I
I
have a
think
theory
with
on this.
Sheffield last year, it wasn't necessarily teams or players. I think it was just team spirit on a whole. Everyone was doing good.
That's a very good point.
yeah,
I
but
think
look at
that's
the
what
tail
it
end
is.
of the
So
season,
if
though.
if no if Sheffield can continue with that team spirit, where everyone will fill in and do a job, of course they're going to lose games. They're not an invincible team, but like they played well, they played fantastic, and they had the mentality to do it. If they can keep that up, I think they'll be right back up in the top. But if not, I don't think they'll go down this season, but I think they'll start showing signs of slowing up
But
Can I
look at it
also
this
add?
way. Yeah, I'll give 1 point.
Okay,
Firstly, second season syndrome is going to kick in,
in this
that's
next
especially
period.
since
true.
they haven't brought in reinforcements where they definitely needed it. And secondly, look at their form at the tail end of the season. They dropped from like sixth or seventh
Injuries,
down to mid-table. So, it's a dangerous fall.
injuries.
Though that was because of
But
injuries, but even so.
But hear me out. Here's who I have for 18. You ready, boys?
Wait,
You ready?
before you do that, I also have to say that remember last year wasn't exactly spectacular for goal scoring in the Premier League, right? The amount
Yeah.
of attackers that have been brought into every team this year means that this is going to be a high scoring league, right?
Or a
So it's
very
not,
depressing league,
yeah, a very, very, very exciting league to watch. So
in
that being
theory.
said, Sheffield United, their defense may or may not be able to cope with the pressure. You see me? I have it being worse than last year.
Okay. That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
All
For
right,
me,
18.
for
Audrey.
18, the guys ready? You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Leicester
Spectacle.
City.
Whoa,
Real quick. Wait,
whoa.
wait,
Wow.
wait.
Wow.
Who we have for 18?
Leicester
Leicester
City.
City.
I can't
All
believe
Wow.
right,
here.
that
They're
I
going
want
to plummet.
very hot,
I
The
can't
very
man's
believe
them
hot.
are go down.
Leicester.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Wow,
That's crazy.
wow.
That's
You
Well,
willing to
crazy.
put some money on that?
No, I'm not.
well.
But
That's
I
crazy.
think Leicester is going to be the biggest shocker of the season with
Yo,
them going down.
me can see NI season when we bring up this prediction back to you because for all
Audrey, this is going
I
on YouTube,
cannot,
Audrey,
I,
Audrey,
I
this is
cannot
worse.
see Leicester being relegated.
Audrey, this is worse
As
than
much
Philip
as
picking
them,
West Ham to be fifth. This is
Hear
five
me out.
times worse.
Hear me
Hear him
out.
out. Hear him out. Hear him out.
Leicester Sam's just done. Honestly, I want it to be Palace or Brighton, but I think Leicester's time is just done.
out
They
of
have a
all the
fantastic
teams,
side and everything, but I just don't think they'll be able to push through for the whole season. I think they're going down this year, boys. They're going
but
back to the championship.
and you know the
Wait,
weirdest thing
let's look at
about it.
Leicester's squad for a second.
Exactly. Looking at Leicester's squad,
We
they
have
still
we
have
have we
one of the
have to have
better
some
squads in the
controversy,
league.
boys.
No,
Leicester's
no, you
going
can't
down.
just say
I'm standing by
squad.
it.
No,
Fuck squad,
saying
brother.
Sheffield will go down is controversy. Saying Leicester will go down is madness.
Brother,
Nah,
squads don't
Leicester is
matter
going
for
down.
anything. This is the Premier League. Premier League can do anything.
Exactly.
True.
You see me?
But being
I
fair,
respect
look,
You
the
know that I
look.
really when people make that point though. Hate it.
Sorry, I just can't see Leicester getting relegated, no matter how
The
hard I
thing
try to
is,
think.
the thing is, we know Leicester as the squad that turns up with practically a mini big six at this point, taking his claim. But if we're being completely honest, ever since their what's it called, their chairman died, you can see a difference in the club. They have lost something. And even though, they put up claim after claim, the way how they just capitulated last year, I don't think they're going to recover from it because they
Being
haven't signed
honest,
anybody
that's
really, have
fair to
they?
say, no. That's fair to say. But if you look at it,
I don't and
teams
it's not
out
like I
there
think they're going to
still
play bad and get relegated. I think it's more of just things aren't going to be going their way.
me
Because
still
Jamie
don't
Vardy
see
is
it that
getting
way.
older.
Me
That's
still
true.
don't see it that way. He's getting
Man's
older,
getting
yes,
injured.
but he's not getting older to the point where he can probably won't provide a 20 goal season. But he can't reach the top 10, 10, 11, 12.
I'm
But
That
sure
is
Bird
still
is
Madison
gonna
very
get
young.
released to
Madison
the post.
Madison's depressing.
Madison is depressing to watch, honestly. Being
Husband,
very honest.
Exactly.
you also forgot
Yeah,
that if I remember before the lockdown break, Jamie Vardy, even when he had come back from injury, wasn't that good. He was not that good. As
yeah,
was the
but
Well,
entire Leicester side.
I think Leicester's, as I said, I think Leicester getting relegated will be more circumstantial than what's it called? Than them just being complete dog.
like there's a lot of things where I get what you mean circumstantial, but there's still a lot of things where yo just a set to me say yo, if
Well, I
Leicester
mean,
is
I can say that one. Leicester is a very, very, very touchy squad. Where if you take one cog out to the wheel, the entire thing falls apart.
their
Exactly.
entire thing falls apart, right? But
And
what
Chilwell
me I
left.
say is I don't see that being effective. I'm sorry, but not, me don't see that
Wow,
causing a problem,
wow, wow.
right? But like looking at it, right, even though they were very bad before the season paused, they were even worse after the season restarted, but they were still performing better than some of the big teams.
No, but the thing is, performing better than the big teams last year wasn't hard. Spurs, trash.
But
Arsenal,
but
fairy tale
Spurs
effect.
hasn't
That's what
really
saved
made
them.
any improvement. Arsenal definitely really hasn't made any
Now, don't
improvement.
worry.
As a
I'm
matter
getting
of
to
fact,
Spurs very, very soon. Don't worry about that.
oh my God.
because Arsenal are lose talent because them still risk losing Hector Bellerin because Barcelona for some strange reason jumping in funny and say them willing in for chipping the 30 million. So them
I think
still
that's okay.
stand to lose. Them still stand to lose even more players and they're not bringing in any talent. Aubameyang is not getting younger. Lacazette had 1, 2, 3 game stretch where he was right. I don't see any improvement in Arsenal to say that yo them go stay, but Leicester go get relegated based on
I love how we're
circumstances.
talking
So
about the
you're you're you're
relegation
I
you're
was
zone.
you're
saving it for
making
one
the
reason.
claim, Osborne. You're making the claim that if I say Leicester is getting relegated, you should say
Arsenal,
Arsenal is getting relegated.
Yeah.
And I am 100%
You
in
heard
support
it
of
here
that.
first. Osborne has Arsenal in 18.
Don't,
I'll
Man,
back
this,
that.
this,
don't.
I'll
this,
back
this,
that.
this.
I'll
I
back
Anyway,
don't.
that.
17, 17, 17. Oh wait,
Oh, I have Fulham in 18, by the way. Just pointing it out.
okay, okay, and I have who did I have in 18th actually? Palace. Yes, I still have Palace to scroll down. Even though they can score goals, where the hell is the creativity going to come from? Eberechi Eze can't do it by
Palace is
himself.
just trash. Who's defending for Palace? Van Arnholt's old.
Zaha
Cahill's
and Van
old.
Aanholt can't even defend it himself, brother. And Zaha.
Exactly.
I think it's unfair to say a defender is old as an excuse for them not being able to defend. That's a bad excuse because a lot of some of the
Branzav
oldest.
Ivanovic was world class. Then he just got old. His legs went, and everyone was running at him for
But
fun. Oh,
being fair, most of the oldest defenders in the world right now are some of the best.
That's true.
That's true.
I
Ramos
for
is
think
example,
Ramos is
PK.
getting up in his
I,
30s,
I would
Yeah,
and
PK
hate
is
to
an
Ramos is
bring up
excellent
still one of
example
the
of
PK.
best
that.
centre backs.
I would hate to bring up PK, but his age is
P-
starting to show.
Piqué was still our best
no,
defender
do
last
not
season.
stray, do not stray, do not stray, do
I'm
not
sorry, I'm
stray.
sorry, I'm sorry. I was
Yeah,
making a Bayern Munich joke.
okay.
Hmm.
Zaha. Anyway, Zaha. I think Palace fans are going to turn on Zaha, and I don't think Zaha is going to do this well this year anyway. They don't have creativity. They don't have a proper midfield, and yeah, so I don't see anything. Anyway, 17th.
Asta.
Who?
Tottenham Hotspurs.
Want to be serious, man?
OJ, relax. We're going
Relax.
we're going to put OJ on a timeout soon, dog.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I promise. I'm joking.
Okay.
My God.
Anybody with a serious 17th?
Um, I'm
Yes,
saying
Aston Villa.
Fulham. I'm saying Fulham actually.
Okay, we've already explained Fulham and Aston Villa. Anybody with a
I would say
special one?
Aston Villa.
No,
Southampton.
I want to explain why I
Southampton?
think Fulham are going to survive actually,
Okay.
and I think it's solely because of Mitrovic. He's
Mitrovic's goals?
he's inconsistent, but when he scores a lot, and he can single-handedly save them from relegation.
But I do
You
have a
know, if
question.
he scores
Hold on.
10
Oh yeah,
goals in one
OJ,
game,
OJ.
that's only 3 points.
OJ. That's not the point.
Good point.
That's not the point. Did Mitrovic's goals save them when they had the better squad?
No, I'm just saying, when Mitrovic catches form, he's one of the best strikers in the league, at least in
Okay.
mid-table.
Okay. Uh
He
That's
can
not
easily get up
mid-table,
to
my boy.
15
That's
goals.
bottom of the table.
okay. So I have who did I have? I had Sheffield United in 17th. And I think we've already explained
Ooh.
Sheffield United.
Mm, fair, fair, fair.
Ooh.
We've
Here's a
already
better question though. Do you think they're going to have a late season collapse 3/17th, or do you think
no,
they're going to be fighting relegation?
I think they're going to follow our entire trend this season.
So you think they're going to be fighting relegation and just survive?
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like it's because they don't exactly have a weak point in their team. Their team is just not good enough. You see me? So there's not going to be one departure that's going to be, oh, that spells the death for Sheffield United. You
I
get?
mean, Henderson's departure is what spills the death for it, in my opinion.
Yeah, so they're just going to follow with that trend because they don't have good enough players. Anyway, 16th.
No.
16.
You don't you want to hear about Southampton?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I think Southampton will edge Leicester. That's going to be the controversy. Edge Leicester to stay up in the Prem. I
Getting
don't think
some
they're going
revenge,
down,
obviously.
but I don't think that Southampton's going to, be able to continue being. Every year they have some breakout talent, but this year I just think it's not going to be Southampton's year, and next year they're going down. But this year is just a preface.
Okay. 16th,
16th half Brighton.
Brighton and Hope Albion. Explanation?
Burnley.
Yeah, Brighton for
Oh, 16
16.
I have Brighton as well in 16.
Brighton. All right. Brighton, guys, tell us why.
The squad's just not special, but it's not bad enough to get relegated. If you
To
get
be
what I mean.
honest, it's because my mother's husband is from Brighton. Like, I'm gonna always put them on position. So, yeah.
Why are you like this, dog? Why are you like this, man?
Harris,
What?
I'm being
Harris,
honest.
your stepfather's from Brighton.
Well, he lived in Brighton when he was over there. So I was talking about them. So, personal bias there.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Of
Jesus
that
Christ.
podcast, we
So,
have talk about that. What what
No comment.
I'm gonna put Brighton in there for the same reason. I
so
don't
yeah.
really see them, you know? I don't see them striking out.
I
Okay.
think they go probably edge a draw with Man City, but as I think that's the highlight of their season. They're going
Oh,
to
no, 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 no. They're going
they're
to beat Arsenal again. They are going to beat Arsenal again.
Glorious.
but that's nothing to be highlighted about. That's expected.
Oh,
Come
Doesn't
on.
make it less glorious.
Oh god, when you find out Arsenal fan next week. But
Especially
yeah, I
now
think
Pep
this
beats
year
them.
I think unlike last year where it was only Liverpool and then the rest were bad. I think this year there's going to be a real fine line where you have half the team struggling for who is worse than the other half. And then as a result of COVID of course, and then you have Chelsea and the other teams, actually fighting to be a team. So that's what I think. So everything below 10th probably I think none of them will be exceptionally good, but they're just not the worst.
Okay.
All right.
Anybody else for 16? Oh, I haven't done mine either. Uh, I have Burnley for 16th.
Awesome.
Yeah, because I think just for the same reason as Sheffield United, the entire league has gotten better in their attacking players. You see me, people that can make a difference in the final third, and Burnley has not gotten better anywhere. You see me? They haven't. I don't think they've signed a single player, much as the loss
But
of Jeff Hendrick in a place that where they need players in central midfield. So, yeah,
but
Burnley just don't. Yeah,
the thing with Burnley and Sheffield, excuse me for a minute.
okay. So 15th,
15th, I have Villa.
yeah, Villa.
Yeah.
Why? Why so high?
Because I think 15th is going to be like the benchmark for where the relegation battle, well, not relegation battle, but where safety is. And I
Okay,
think Grealish is going to carry them there and then leave in the summer.
okay. I even think
He's
he's
going
going
to
to last
hobble
the
them
entire
there,
year.
can go injured to
I
majority of
think
the season.
I think the encouragement that he's going to be fighting for a plate in the Euro squad will give him
Oh,
enough motivation for him to be firing for Villa.
alright, that's a very good
Or
point.
maybe if he had just stayed loyal to Ireland, he wouldn't be having to fight to make it into a very garbage English team.
I
I'm
mean,
just
I
then
mean,
saying.
again,
in all fairness,
Don't
England
let
has
him
a
fool
slightly
you.
higher
Do
chance to
not
win a
let him
trophy than
fool you.
Ireland.
The only reason he has Aston Villa there and he's praising Grealish is he hopes Grealish watches this and signs for Man United next season.
you're the
Don't let him fool
man.
you.
You're the man.
But
Anyway,
yeah,
who else
what
for
was I? What was I
15th?
saying?
Oh,
For
you were saying
15?
something about Burnley and Sheffield United. The reason why.
Oh yeah, the thing with those sides is the reason why they can stay up in the Prem is if the goings get tough, they'll just stop playing proper football and just get rough and tough and grind out results.
I mean, I get that, but it's going to be a lot harder in a better league with better attackers.
But,
Because this
but
this
let's
is one of
face it, the,
this
the
is one
thing
of
with
the best
Chelsea
Premier
is the
Leagues in
thing
a
with
long time.
Chelsea and all the other teams that beat by him, probably not just City and your Liverpool because those are season. But for example, Chelsea, when those new players actually start facing rough games where defenders are kicking them and it's not getting given, how will they respond? Will they adapt or will they continue to cry about it for the entire season? So probably
Okay.
that's the
I feel like
only
Werner will
slight
adapt
lie.
well because the Bundesliga is very physical. So
I,
Anyway,
I'm sorry, I don't agree with that.
I don't really agree with that either. And I
Me
watched the
either.
Bundesliga.
Me either, but we're not getting into this now.
Yeah,
We'll do that
15,
next week.
15, 15, 15.
Did I say
15
about
Fifteen,
I have West
15?
Ham.
Yeah, West Ham.
15.
Okay.
This is where I'm gonna put full up because as I say, I don't see them having as successful as a season as Wolves when they just entered Premier League, but I don't see them getting relegated. I
Okay.
said full up for 15.
All right, 15. Who else for 15?
15th have Newcastle.
Newcastle. Why?
They just they just seem like a 15 place side. Probably Almiron
Uh,
will pick up form. I don't know. I just put them there.
okay. I have for 15. Who do I have? I have Southampton for 15.
I
Because
can't
they're,
believe I have more faith in Sunu's side than he does in himself.
yeah, because I
Where
don't,
do you have Southampton?
I have
yeah,
Southampton. I'm not sure. It's somewhere between 12th and 14th.
yeah.
Okay,
The
all
thing
right.
is about Southampton is,
I found my actual prediction that I wrote down. I'm not just going off of my head. Let me
I
just let me
can't
just
find mine. Like
all
genuinely, I
of,
where are
can't
we?
find mine.
Where are we? 15th?
Yeah.
well, can I explain
Let me
mine?
just let me just rerun it real quick. So
All right.
20th I have Fulham, 19th I have Leeds, 18th I have West Brom, I have Aston Villa 17th, Brighton 16th, Burnley 15th. Yeah, that's me.
I
Okay.
thought we had Leicester at 18.
Nah, no scap.
This is
I
going on
found what I
YouTube,
wrote
sir.
down.
Not this
Yeah,
cap.
let's discard all of that.
Anyway, I say 15th for Southampton because they're in as a world where this thing there, the sides are going to get I mean the attacking style is going to get a lot better. Gegen pressing teams with bad defenders just are going to struggle. You see me? Even though we brought in Mo Salisu, who is going to be a very who hopefully is going to be a very important cog in tracking down fast attackers. We don't have much proper defensive structure. You see me?
I
When
would
we play
just
people
like
like Jack's team.
wait, Pause, Sunil. I would just like to point out to the people at home that he said we, referring to Southampton twice.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, so Southampton, I say Southampton is going to finish 15th. Not anywhere particularly brilliant. They do have the brilliance of Danny Ings, not a bad player whatsoever. Will he kick on from last season? I don't think so. Especially now that we've lost Højbjerg, not that he played a lot last season anyway. So yeah, Southampton for 15th.
Where we know? Anyone else for 15th? Osborne, Harris.
Right after Osborne.
I
Oh
The
yeah,
didn't
I
15th
already
already.
had
don't
West
watch
Ham.
anything well today.
The 15th. Full on my 15th.
All
Okay.
right, so 14th. I'm putting Leicester at 14th.
For 14th, I
Why I put Leicester at 14th?
Leicester.
Their
Leicester.
their poor form, an aging Jamie Vardy, and the Europa League draws is going to be too much for them.
Oh, I forgot
Wow.
about the Europa League. That would have been a great excuse for me.
Anybody else?
For
for 14 I
15,
have Crystal Palace.
14th.
14,
14th.
14th at West Ham.
Okay. I have
And I have
15th.
Crystal
West.
Palace.
So why you
14th
have
of
Palace?
Newcastle.
Why you have Palace? Why you have Palace?
I just feel like Roy Hodgson is just like he just somehow finds a way to get his team at the middle, at somewhere on the mid table. So I just have faith that he's gonna do it again somehow.
Bold of you to
I
assume he's
just have
going to be
faith.
there much longer.
I mean, yes, I know he's currently like like a whole toe onto his deathbed and all that, but I still feel like he can somehow just get this Crystal Palace team to finish the middle of the table. And plus I feel like some of the bigger teams are going to drop a lot of points, and I just feel like Crystal Palace is just going to be there for the drop-ins and pick up crucial points when they need to. Plus, beat up on the smaller teams. I just have Crystal Palace right there at 14.
Name a team smaller than Crystal Palace.
Arsenal.
Tottenham Hotspur.
Anyway.
That's fair.
So who did have West Ham apart from me?
Me.
You want to explain?
Um, it just seemed like a West Ham position, to be very honest.
So Sunil, so last year 5th, this year 14th. What has changed?
This year, what has changed? David Moyes has changed, and you know what? I have them. I before I saw their fixtures, I had them getting relegated. But the
But David
fixtures
Moyes is
have
going to
given
save
me,
them.
huh?
But David Moyes is going to save from relegation.
Yeah, that was saving them from relegation. But can he perform properly in an entire season? No, you see me. So what I have for West Ham is because their early fixtures are so bad. They have, I think, more than half of the top six in the first 8 weeks. David Moyes is not surviving. Before David, hot take, David Moyes is going to be the first manager to be sacked, and that's going to be the best,
Ooh,
and that's what's going to save West Ham.
Watch
I have
this
a
be the
hotter
season
one.
when
I have a hotter one. I have
wait
a hotter one. Solskjaer is going to be the first.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
and if he
Yeah.
doesn't, we're going to take a bath in milk.
Pause. Why are we going to waste good milk on a human body? No. Who is going to fund that?
The
I am
joke
confused.
fly over your head. The joke fly over your head.
I think he knows the joke.
Dry it over.
Oh god. The
But
fans are
So yeah,
killing me.
I
in
think that's going
regards
to
to what
save West
Sunil
Ham.
says, just because he's putting them in 14th, West Ham's going to finish in a Europa League place. I'm sure of it.
Okay, that's fair enough. So 13.
13th, I have Palace.
Yeah,
It's only
Palace.
Same.
because they can't finish any higher.
It just seems like a Palace place to be, if I'm being honest.
I have Burnley.
I need to redo this entire table. Like some of the
I
13th
things
we
mean,
I
attack, right?
have don't make any sense.
13th we attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's where I have Sheffield.
Sheffield United. Why?
In the sense that I'm gonna say like they haven't brought in any reinforcement to score anything at all, right? But looking at the team, sorry, looking at the team that they have reinforced it, they reinforced their defense because they're not going to get anybody to come in and put up the stops that Dean and Henderson was able to put in, right? But
Mm-hmm.
they're going to concede more goals, no doubt about it. But they have brought in enough defensive players to the point that they won't concede enough to fall into a relegation risk position.
Okay.
Because it's a team where they might not like it, but they pride themselves on their defending because they don't have much else to pride themselves off of. Right? So them go to try to defend as best as possible.
Okay.
That's how you put them there.
So I have Leeds United in 13th. I think Marcelo Bielsa
Ooh.
is a class enough manager and has made class enough signings, and I think he's followed what his blueprint is on this team to be able to survive and not only thrive, even with his attacking. Like even though attacking teams from the championship tend not to do well, it's Marcelo Bielsa, right? He's not just
I
your over
think
the.
I think what it really is that you have faith in Patrick Bamford.
Bamford is a baller.
I believe that's what it is.
Look, he's a great player when it comes to his overall play, you see me? But his finishing is just not it. But when you have a selfless forward like Rodrigo to come in to help you out with that, come on. Even Bamford might get a couple of goals. So
So Bamford's going to get the what 60 points
that's
in
something to
FPL.
discuss for another time. So, 12.
Uh,
12
12
of Southampton.
same.
Same reason why I put Palace in
same,
13th. I just can't see them finishing higher.
Okay.
I
same
don't know
here.
why I put them
Southampton in
there,
12.
but it just seems like a Southampton place to be honest.
To be honest, I just don't see Liverpool's academic finishing lower than that. To be honest, that's just where I put.
Liverpool's academy.
Come
Oh
on.
my god.
I just
Osborne.
love how when watching the video, everyone be like, oh, he put less than 18. Oh, he's doing this. Oh, he's doing that. And then halfway through, me switch up.
No,
I'm
no,
actually kind of
Leicester's
me
in
write
18th for
down.
you. That's what is recorded as.
No, it's recorded. So you cut out when bring in this new list or foolishness, cut out the all of that. Less
So
than
I'm going to
18.
mute for you whole video.
This sign and
Yeah.
seal, bro. This sign and seal.
Say
And
next.
I'm a backy.
remember, I'm
Leicester's
editing.
in 18.
Remember, I'm
Leicester's in
editing.
18. Me a backy.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So I have Brighton in 12.
That's high for Brighton. That's
I
really
think
high.
Graham Potter is a
Yeah.
decent enough manager, brother. He's a really good
Graham Potter
attacker.
won't have his job.
He's a great
That's
attacker.
right, Sunil. That's right, Sunil. Support Brighton, Sunil. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Anyway, and they and they have decent players. They brought in Tariq Lamptey, which is a decent plus
Not
sign.
decent enough.
What I think he's going to be one of the players to watch. They always have had a good centre back line. Thing there, what his name?
I think
Lewis Dunk,
Lalana. Yes,
Ben
true.
White,
Lalana.
and I think Lallana will also make a massive impact on the midfield now that Aaron Moore is gone.
All I hope for Brighton is that they keep a few clean sheets on my fantasy side. That's it.
Okay.
Fuck.
Nothing more.
Fuck. Fuck.
So who else have 12?
No one else? Alright, let's go on
What
to
else?
Sorry,
11.
right? Yeah, sorry.
All right, 11th.
11th, I have Newcastle. I think that's all the, doubling back for teams.
11th, I have Sheffield United.
11th, I have
Brighton.
Newcastle as well.
I have
Hey,
Brighton.
Leeds. I have Leeds for 11th.
I,
oh,
You know,
the
flip on the
United
here when
fan
I have
putting the
Leeds for.
Leeds club so high.
I mean,
Flip on
I
the here me
don't
have
like
Leeds for, but let's
Leeds,
continue.
but at the same time, it's like I just don't see them finishing low. I think they're going to finish okay. And then second season, St. John's going to hit and they're going to finish 20th next season.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
I think
fair.
I've already
so for
explained
11th,
Newcastle.
for 11th, I have right.
Okay.
Brighton.
Why?
Which is right. Yes, Osborne. Yes. I love the love that Brighton is getting right now. Thank you.
11th isn't low. Alright. But, the reason is not that the strength of their midfield with the side of long, right? I'm biased in the sense that he's a former Liverpool player, but
Yeah.
being very honest, he no one diss him, but I think that is his level where he can excel. I think he'll bring a lot to the table for the midfield for that team, and one good place to have strength in the Premier League is your midfield because you can work for anything to your midfield from a midfield. So
You
that's why
think
I'm
he's
looking at
going to
put him
be
right.
fit all season?
To be
That's a good
honest,
point. That's a good
that's a
point.
good point, but probably not all season. But he won't have one big injury where he gone for like weeks. He probably have an injury and gone for about 7 days. I see
That's
them
not an
into it.
injury.
It's not an injury, you know.
That's a
Where
knock.
the problem will come
That's
now
just eating bad shrimp.
if
Really bad
Brighton
shrimp.
if Brighton gets too dependent on him being the top player for their team, which he shouldn't, then that's where Brighton go fall very low in the table.
You're a cheat. Mbappe is a cheat. A dirty cheat.
Yeah.
Oh god. Who else has what for 11th?
I do. I think I might have said one team too many anyway. But
Alright.
yeah,
10th,
Alright, so let's
then
move on to 10th. This is where it gets juicy on my list.
All right,
starting
Alright,
top
Burnley.
10,
and
top 10.
for 10th, I
Oh,
have
Burnley.
Leeds.
so I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go first, and
Go
people go
first.
start bash me now. 10th, I have Crystal Palace.
here the
Right.
man.
The reason
My
being,
God.
the reason being, I think Batshuayi now has a point to prove.
For what? He's 28. The man is
Shh.
The
wait.
man
He
is
wait, he's how
28.
old?
Wait. I don't even.
Is he like 26?
Nah,
Like
hold
taking
on.
taking taking age out of consideration and
Wait. Let
everything.
me check. Let me check. Let me check.
He's been
Nah,
getting
I'm
a lot of
googling it.
hate, a lot of like I think little of him him
He's
never shot at
26.
Chelsea,
He's
Yeah,
yada
he's
yada
26.
yada.
He really
26.
should never
But
have
looking
been
at
at Chelsea.
but he performed enough to be taken up by a big team at the time. You get what I'm saying? But
No, I
I just
don't.
feel like say he have a point to prove where he probably won't get to prove it in a Bombardiers 20 goal season. But I see
I
10
think,
goals or
I
12
think,
goals coming out of
I
Batshuayi.
think over. Yeah,
And
he's
then
probably gonna
at
score
the same
five in
time,
one game and one go lose the
no.
pens.
And then next thing to know, with that, this is purely a hunch, but with that resurgence in the team with like Batshuayi proving a point and Batshuayi coming and putting in the effort and trying to get goals every game, he go revitalize Zaha. And then Zaha performance go increase again. And if that happens,
Osborne.
that listen,
I
Osborne.
think the only Belgium that's going to star in Crystal Palace is Benteke.
Here the man.
brother,
Guys, I noticed I didn't say Fulham. Fulham is going to be some low bottom of the table thing. Them good
Yeah,
all
that's
go
fair.
relegate. So yeah. Anyway, 10th I have. Uh, I think I would put Leicester here.
Ooh, so like everyone else agrees with me that Leicester is going to plummet.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah,
I
but they're
think.
not going to get relegated.
Well,
Dumb
Nah,
dumb.
nah, 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 nah.
yeah,
It's the
yeah.
same thing. Same thing.
No,
They're
no,
going
no.
in free fall.
I think the worst mistake that they're going to make is they're going to be very, very pragmatic and sack Brendan Rodgers early.
How early are you talking? January or February?
I
In
think a mix
January
of
probably.
Europa League. Thanks for the excuse, Scott. A mix of Europa League and December fixture list is going to murder them, along with sacking their manager. Thanks for the other excuse, Sunil. Why they're
Oh,
going to finish 18th.
you're the man.
I
Anyway,
can't
But
wait for
anybody
hear me
them to
else?
out.
finish fifth
Well,
Hear me
and make
out.
hot
OJ
takes.
ball.
Hear me out for 10th. Hear me out for 10th. It's very interesting now.
It's going to be the first.
Tottenham Hotspurs.
I
Yes.
know. We don't know.
They're finishing 10th.
We know.
Can I say something? Can
I
I say
haven't seen
something?
how Mourinho has improved the side. I don't think with his attitude and the Spurs players' attitude, the side's going to get better. I just don't see Spurs being any form of use this season.
Yeah, can I say something?
Yeah.
Many things. One, Spurs has actually one of the most impressive sides in the Premier League this season, and it goes
Which
over
part of them?
everybody's head. Brother, from top to bottom, I don't see a big
You're the
problem in them
man. You're
without
the
Spurs. All right, why? No. Why?
that it's funny. Sorry. Shit.
All right, so
Why?
all right,
Sonny
so
No,
gonna
so
have fun
so
and
no,
edit
so
no,
this.
so
no.
we
You
finish
know
talking
what?
foolishness.
You
Sonny,
never,
you
you.
can laugh off. I weird. Audrey, weird.
Yeah, but why? Why, OJ? Why?
From um, because let's be completely honest. Spurs has been punching above their weight for a long time, and that's purely down to Mauricio Pochettino. They got rid of him when Spurs started to go back to their level.
See
They
me as
brought in Mourinho, up.
for years. Chelsea has had a
Some
worse side
language.
than Spurs and has been performing above Spurs. So
But that's a
by
Chelsea thing.
by quality, Spurs has had one of the best sides for
All
a
right, so
while.
you're telling me that
But
Dele Alli, Eric Dyer,
that's
no
my
Christian Eriksen, old Lucas. How old is Lamela?
Lucas is like what? Lucas is like 28. No one. Lamela didn't
Nah,
even play for
Lucas
them.
was 28 5 years ago.
Lamela
Eric
barely even
Lamela
played for
is,
them. Eh.
yeah, but he's 28 too. Lucas is
What your point? What your point? What your point? I'm talking about the first team.
Watangan and is Watangan there?
Bertangen
Yeah,
is in Benfica.
Exactly, they lost a centre back.
No, and Davinson
Aurier,
Sanchez, Alderweireld.
Aurier. What they have on the other
Aurier is
side
not
as
even.
wing back?
Isn't there Aurier in think they're AC Milan?
yeah.
He left
They replaced him with
He's rules. But
there.
Doherty.
They replaced him with Doherty, bro. That's what
Even
I've been saying.
worse.
How is
Spurs
that
are
worse?
finishing 10.
Nah, shut up, dog.
Spurs are finishing 10.
All right, and even so, Jose Mourinho always does his
The
best
inner
work in his
Spurs fan
second
in you
year.
is getting upset, isn't it, Sunil?
Oh, that's interesting. Let's see.
The
Let's see.
wagons coming out.
All right. So nine.
We reach 9.
wait, no, I've for 10th I have Leeds,
Yeah,
That's
we better
ambitious.
skip that.
That's
That's
ambitious. That's ambitious.
and
Um,
I also have Leeds next this season 10th, and I feel like next season they are going to be challenging for the Europa League.
You're the man.
you're the
No, for
man.
real. For
as me said
You're the
earlier,
man.
as me said
You're the
earlier,
man.
when you go flip when you hear me have leads.
I think
Alright,
if
for 9,
December
for 9.
if December comes and Leicester is top of the league, we private this video and let it start getting views.
No, no.
No.
You're gonna take your
No,
shame like a man.
no.
I mean, to be
December
honest,
come.
I feel like Leeds is gonna be top 7 until about maybe February, and then they just start to lose, and then you're gonna fall down to 10th. But I feel like Leeds are
So for
going to
9,
be top 7.
for 9,
It's
for
like
9.
you guys aren't even looking at the top of the
Yeah,
table when you're saying this.
yeah.
Not even
I
in an
know what is at the
alphabetical
top of
order.
the table. I 9th. This
Nine.
might be a
Not,
hot take, might not, but I have Spurs.
Why would not have
so wait,
Spurs so low?
everyone's
It
killing me for
it's
putting
not
Spurs
it's
in
not a
10th,
hate.
but Amand has him
No,
in 10th, 9th.
listen, it's not that me a hate against Spurs. Spurs have a good team on paper, yes, but brother, I, the players
Jose
are
Mourinho.
excel. The
Jose
players are excelling
Mourinho.
at
Jose
underperforming.
Mourinho. Jose
If you get what I'm saying,
Mourinho.
like they're
Jose
underperforming to a level
Mourinho.
that was seen to be unbelievable. Looking at that team is a team is supposed to be content for at least second or third.
Yes.
You
You
know what?
already
The
see.
Europa League.
No in
Wait, shut up,
Prem,
my
come
dog.
on. In Prem,
Bro,
come on.
fam, I'm sorry.
But
Spurs team does not impress me in the slightest.
Wait,
because of their
hold on,
performance,
hold on. I have a stat that will make him shut up. You know, so since Jose Mourinho has come, he has gotten more points since than both Chelsea and
Oh,
Arsenal, right?
Hold
Oh,
on. Hear me out.
wow.
Hear me out. Hear
so
me
since has
out.
arrived, not come since he has
Hear
arrived.
me out.
Yeah, since he
Hear me
arrived
out.
at Spurs, he's gotten more points than Chelsea and Arsenal.
Hear me out.
So
You
Can
impressive.
you
never,
hear
you
me
never
out?
know that, don't you? You never
Yeah,
know
nah,
that, don't you?
shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut
Yeah,
up. Hear
man.
me
Yeah,
out.
man. Yeah,
Hear
yes,
me.
sir.
Nah.
Yes,
Hear
sir.
me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Yeah, listen. You're
I'm
listening to
listening.
me? The only thing I ever envied our Spurs for, I should say, was having somewhat of a striker. Now we have a striker. I don't envy Spurs in the slightest anymore, and I don't think they're going to make it. They're
Comes
Listeners,
finishing
to
10th.
envy.
listener, hold on, listeners.
And
This is
Mourinho's
a
not making it to the end of the season either.
listener. This is listeners. This is a man that continuously ridicules Kane and says that he's an English supporter. So to say that he envies them for
Facts.
having somewhat of a
Facts.
striker.
The thing is, I'm an English supporter, but I'm the one crying watching Kane and
I'm
Sterling
sorry.
play.
I'm sorry
How
for
is
your
Kane a
loss.
prolific goal scorer and we are
Here, oh
drawing
my
with
God.
Iceland, drawing with Denmark? Well, we beat Iceland, but we should have drawn with them.
Stop Sturridge.
Here the man.
Like honestly,
Anyway.
All right,
sorry.
ninth.
Eighth,
I have
eighth.
Newcastle. We're not at eighth. We're at ninth.
You're at ninth, yeah.
No.
You want to explain how Newcastle reached so far,
Exactly. Me not see how Newcastle reached ninth.
Steve
Okay.
Bruce is his dad.
That's kind of game, okay.
Last season, I had Newcastle in 20th. See, they finished at what, 11th or 10th? The season before, they finished around the same place. So I'm saying ninth.
That's
Eighth.
true.
Plus,
Fair enough.
the thing about it is that they actually have a striker now. It's not like they're relying on Joe Linton. They actually have a striker. So I think between Almiron, Fraser, and Callum
Almiron.
Wilson,
Almiron.
come on, you saw how good he was in the
Brother,
MLS.
Almiron. Better you say
Nah, it's
Almiron
the
Master
MLS. It is the MLS.
before you
I'm
say
told
Sam
Drake.
Fam,
Maximin.
Regard-
I'm told Drake.
it's the MLS.
I'm told Drake.
regardless, I think
Nah. I'm sorry. I had high hopes of Almiron coming to the Prem, but the fact that he was starring of the MLS and come to the Premier League showed me that he's not it. He is not it.
Okay.
I mean, who was he supplying though? I mean, if you were forced to have all your chances go to Joe Linton, wouldn't you
Joe
feel
Linton
depressed?
is. It's a good point. It's a.
But anyway,
Well, I mean, Shelby. We
I
can't forget
mean,
Shelby
if
if he's
okay,
still there.
if we're being honest here, Liverpool is kind of passing the ball to Firmino in front of goal, so that's also depressing as well. So we have to be honest here. We have to be honest here. Joe
wow,
Linton, we can deal with Joe
Wow.
Linton. We can deal with Joe Linton.
Wow.
You
all right.
really
This is
have
not good.
compared Joe
No, we're
Linton
not
to
going to fight.
Firmino?
We're not going to fight. We're not
Wow.
going to fight. We're not going to fight.
Not yet, at
Wow.
least.
We're just,
Wow. Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
mad.
For ninth
So
of
eighth,
Wolves.
eighth, eighth, eighth,
Nah,
eighth, eighth.
ninth of Wolves.
Whoa, that's low.
All right.
No, that's
I can understand that, and that's why they're eighth for me.
I mean,
Wolves
I
are
mean,
eighth for you.
Yeah.
Oh, by
Eighth
the way,
of
then
Sheffield.
Everton.
it
Ooh,
have
that's
Arsenal.
low.
It
not
have
really.
Arsenal.
Not
To
really.
Oh
be
my
very
god.
honest, I have
I think
Arsenal at 8th, and we need more explaining. It makes sense to explain.
I have Spurs at eighth actually.
Okay. Any explanations?
They're just the worst of the rest.
Okay.
And I think Marino's going to be sacked in February.
Jose
Hey,
Mourinho.
Marina is
Jose
building up a
Oh,
trend
Mourinho.
of
tablet.
getting sacked, you
Jose.
know.
Nah,
Marino doesn't build.
I think Mourinho is building up a side to win a trophy and then cut so the side can't do anything else. That's why he's
No, the
not
thing
going for
is,
youth or
Mourinho
anything.
doesn't build a side; he finishes it. You saw it at United.
True.
You can't bring in Mourinho to rebuild a side. You have to bring him in the closing stages. And when he
That's
came
Chelsea
in,
in 2005 has entered the chat.
you can't bring him into a dysfunctional side
Was
and
he the
expect him
one
to
that
win.
built the side though? Be fair,
I
was he
Who?
the
mean,
one that built it?
more or
Um,
less,
Because
yes. More or
being
less.
honest, was he the one that went out and say, "Oh, I want him, I want him, I want him"?
Yeah,
yeah.
yup,
So
that was him.
invalid Scots. so invalid.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Anyway, if I have Wolves, Wolves, I think that the I don't know. I
If
think
I have
that
Oh,
Sheffield,
it have Leicester.
no, that's a pretty high.
Leicester. That's interesting.
Yep,
So
I have
seven.
Leicester. Oh god, this go Grave Scott. I have Man United.
Where do you have Man United?
Seventh.
Seven.
Oh, I have Leicester 7.
Hold on, we're gonna entertain that warrior. We're gonna entertain that warrior.
Defend yourself, Harris.
Defend, no, defend your side, Scott.
Oh
Defend your side.
boy.
And
Oh
now
god.
something to him, not a word
I'm
when I say to him.
I'm I'm sorry, but to be honest, I
Not
think that
one
Don't
word.
apologize.
United,
Don't
I think that
apologize.
United, I think that United ended the season well last
How
season,
how
but
how many reach a seventh? How? I just want to know.
Ask Solskjaer.
because because I just feel like with all his coaching, and I just feel like the team itself is just going to be dysfunctional. Like you guys had Bruno join the squad in January and add some light
Don't be
to
shy.
boost your
Write
sales
some
a little
more.
bit. To boost your sales, I feel like this season, like especially with the fact that I don't think you guys are going to be getting as much penalties this season. I mean,
Why?
you haven't really
Why?
brought
Why?
in anyone this season to help.
What?
I
They brought in
I,
the
I love
person. Hold on, hold
I
on, hold on,
love
hold on. They brought in the person that won the most penalties in the Eredivisie.
hold on, pause. I love how
I was
Scott
muted. I
when the
was
penalty
muted.
argument come up, Scott doesn't say we don't need penalties to win. He says, why do you think we're not going to get as much penalties?
I said that. I said that.
What?
I
Wait,
said that.
And to
wait.
make it worse, like
What I
the
was
biggest signing
trying to
for
say.
Danny, he's not even gonna be a starter. So stunting his growth right there. Your front three, I feel like, especially in the you're gonna be playing Champions League football, your front three is going to suffer across it,
Wait,
and
wait.
you're going to be
All
able
right,
I'm
to
sorry,
stat
hold
pad
on,
like they
pause,
all
did
right.
in the
pause, hold
Europa
on.
League
I'm sorry, hold
and
on,
put up good
pause.
numbers.
Pause. I'm sorry, hold on,
Pause.
wait, shut up.
There's
Say,
clearly there's something in your diet that is blocking your brain
pause,
functions.
pause, pause, pause. The reason I'm going to give now will be the reason why Manu is he where they place for me whenever that time they reach. But I've been saying it for a long time before even Bruno reached. I said Manu has a solid team given that the players are fit. They just were missing a player that can bring that creative light that they were missing.
And Bruno has done
And
it,
Bruno
and to a
came
lesser
and did it,
extent, Van de Beek can do it as well.
right? And then
But
looking
he's
at
not
it
in the
now,
bench.
looking at it, if we are going to be very honest, Man U now has become a team with probably top three best midfield in the league. And
Yeah.
as I said before, in this league, midfield is a very big contributor.
Definitely.
I'll beg
Okay,
to
okay,
differ.
okay.
Liverpool
I
won the
my thing
league without a
is
midfield.
is
No, their
Liverpool
midfield had
won
a
the
purpose. Their midfield had a
Liverpool had a
purpose.
solid midfield. Liverpool had a solid midfield and they had a
It may
very
not have
strong
been
attack
flashy,
and defense.
but it did their
So
job.
as I was saying, in the sense that Liverpool, yes, the midfield was a very big content. Midfield in particular in this league is a very big contender to when you win or lose. But the difference between Liverpool had a solid midfield in the sense that that midfield could support the force that was the offense, and then the defense was very solid at back. So yes, we didn't have a super blurt out. Okay, yeah, whoa, that midfield is good, but the players in the midfield got the job that they needed to get done, and that was good enough.
In my seventh, I have Wolves, and it's because I
I've
think the
Leicester 7.
no, you
I've
have
always
Leicester at
said
18,
you have
top chat
Leicester
coaches.
18th, yo. You have Leicester 18th. We don't stop call Leicester name. You have Leicester 18th.
I have Wolves at seventh because
I
I
have
think
Wolves at 7th as well.
with this quality of the rest of the teams and the fact that Wolves haven't really brought anybody else, I think they're going to be as good as their last season. Nothing better, nothing worse. But I think they may win Europa League though.
Okay.
So I think they're still going to make Champions League through that.
I don't think they're in the Europa League.
Who? Wolves?
Wolves.
I think Wolves are in the Europa League. They
As
deserve
I
it.
said, as I said before, there's something in your diet. There's definitely something in your diet.
All right.
We
So
know
wait.
what that
Where
is. Where are we 6?
sixth or seventh?
6. Well, I don't know if everybody dropped in
I
7:30.
don't think I dropped my seventh yet. My
Why have
seventh
a
would be
7?
um it's between Arsenal and Everton, and I'm fighting
Oh
it.
my days.
I'm fighting
Did
it.
I
I'm
put
fighting.
Arsenal way too high?
I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it. Yeah, Everton. Everton. I can't fight that. The separation is the defense. They have not signed anybody. And is CDB on loan?
It's
Was
supposed to be.
CDB on loan last season?
No, no, he played, I think.
No, as in like was he on loan at Everton last season
Let
or
me
was it a
check.
full?
Oh, I don't know. You'd have to check that. I don't know.
That if that's the case, then they need a right back. Um, they don't have any brilliant centre backs. Mason Holgate was okay last season, and Michael Keane is Michael Keane. Um, who else? And their winger,
Hammers.
and no wait, first of all, and their wing is trash to say the least. Theo Walcott, Bernard. Although Theo Walcott is not half as bad as people make him seem. Theo Walcott,
More
Alex
skill.
I
Iwobi,
mean,
Bernard.
Richarlison and Bernard on the wings are
Bernard
okay.
Bernard is alright. Bernard is a different
The
kind of
thing, the thing
winger.
is,
So
the thing is with Everton, and I think bringing in actual midfielders now might ease the attention of Richardson. But wherever Richardson plays, he's good, but he's also going to vacate a spot. So if he plays on the wing, there's no striker. If he plays
no,
up
they have
top,
Dominic
there's no
Calvert-Lewin, and
wingers.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin scored a whole lot of
All right.
goals last season.
Alright,
Although
let's
he's
be
a
honest. Let's
BTEC
be honest. I
I
candidate.
know
have
I had him in my fantasy team last year, and I got points from him. But let's be honest. Last year was an anomaly. That part.
Brother,
I have
he's young.
Everton in
How can you
sixth.
say it's an anomaly?
I have
Being
Everton in
fair, I
sixth.
see Everton still scoring a lot of goals now because most of the teams
Yeah, I
in
think
eighth
Everton's
place.
doing good. I have Everton at
I have
I
Everton
have
at six.
Everton at sixth, but I think it's
yeah.
because they don't have a striker that I have faith in. Because I think Calvert Lewin will score goals, but I don't see him score more than 10. And
I
Fair
have
chance.
Richarlison is good, but he doesn't have a good goal return as well.
He
So
doesn't.
even though they
What?
have a great midfield, Doucouré, Alan, and James,
The
and
midfield will
and
make me have the
I'm trying to
Matthias
Ancelotti's
Cunha.
remember.
project is coming through.
James has more creativity in his left toe than Sigurdsson has in his entire body. So
My
Facts,
God.
facts, facts, facts,
But even
facts.
so, even so, I still don't think they're going to score enough goals to push for a top four place.
Go
all
get
right,
top
so
four.
I think Everton's going to finish sixth and win the Europa League before
Six,
Arsenal.
yeah. Six.
okay. So y'all have him in six. I have
Yeah.
Arsenal
Yeah.
in six.
No
I have Wolves in six.
Arsenal.
And Wolves at seven.
I don't. All right. Here's the thing. Arsenal have. And Mikel Arteta has come out and said that he is going to still improve on the squad, but
Shut your
that's
mouth with a little bit of money.
yeah, and yeah, and the players that they're linked to, they don't have the funds for that. They need a creative midfielder, and Danny Ceballos. What made Danny Ceballos stand out last year was not his creativity. You see me? So if he's going to continue playing in the way he was last year, then they're going to need either A, partner him with Mesut, which is not happening, or B, just do it out. You see me? And they need a defensive midfielder because them now not steal their midfield more than people are run up and down. You see me? So as much as people might say, "Who
What about
Arteta
Willock
this?"
or
Uh,
Nketiah?
no, Nketiah is a striker first of all, and it's the same reason. People like Willock and Nketiah because they run up and down and have energy. You see me? Not because they're defensively
I
solid.
can I that's good enough for me. They trash.
All right,
This
all
is
Hey,
right,
a
all
whole.
right,
Try remember,
like
this
I
is a
said,
whole different
all
Premier
right,
League.
like I
all right.
said, in sixth place I have the best team in Europe, Portugal. I mean Wolverhampton's in sixth place this year. Better than last year. Wolverhampton's all the way.
Man said Portugal.
We reach fifth
Boy.
yet? We reach fifth?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
at fifth
fifth.
now. All right.
Right, fifth?
Only want to go first, more want
Nah,
to go
nah, nah.
last.
Stop, stop,
May I
stop.
go
No, no, no.
first?
Alright.
May I go
For fifth?
first?
Alright, go
No.
Osborne.
Reason why because I say
I'm
no
gonna be nice
no
because you
no
won the
shock
league.
shock when I say I have Leeds.
Yeah, what?
Leeds.
Well, on that cutout. Who you have?
Leeds. No, no, me
Leeds.
not say Leeds up till now.
Leeds
Leeds
United.
United.
Leeds
Yes,
United.
yes. And I think it will purely come down
Amen,
to
amen.
coaching. I think it will purely come down to coaching, right? In the sense that I feel he has a team where he can pull a lot out of. And I see him as the type of coach that can pull
That's
that performance
that
out of
that
Osborne,
the
is
you're
worse than me saying Leicester getting
no,
relegated. To
no,
be
it's not.
very
Osborne,
honest,
It is
Osborne,
not.
you're on Harris's diet as well.
What? What? Why me them on
Boy.
why pause? Why you mean me them on Harry's diet?
Asburn, I'm
Pause.
not gonna lie, Asburn. I had Leeds at first making the top seven, but the thing is that I don't think they're gonna hold it for the entire season. I think they're going to be fifth until like I
No,
said around February.
it's not going to
Then
be
they're
an
gonna
entire
fall out.
season thing. It's not going to be an entire season thing. You go come down to the teams that were expected to be in the top what seven, falling short because of other requirements. Like for example, Man U go drop points because them not have a deep
They're
enough
not
team
good.
for the content in Champions League and Premier League at the same time. Same go
They're
happen to
starting Pogba.
Liverpool. Liverpool more than likely, shut up. Liverpool more than likely go prioritize Premier League again, with being said, oh, then go put Champions League to the side. And at the same time, the team is not deep enough to put up
And pressure
that kind
Firmino
of,
at striker.
which is one of the best players in the team that season. Don't get upset no man.
let him talk. Let him
So
talk.
that's why I think like the teams that are normally expected to be in the top seven will drop points, allowing Leeds to get up that far. Because Leeds not going to end at the top seven for the beginning part of the season. But leading up towards the end of the season where teams actually start dropping points is where Leeds go take their chance and starting to move forward.
Okay.
That's why. That's why
So
me I
Alright,
have
top
Leeds at
four,
fifth.
top four, top four.
We're at fifth.
alright.
Fifth.
So,
No, 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 wait. I
Wait,
haven't
hold
said
on,
my
hold
fifth.
on,
I
hold
haven't
on,
said
hold
my
on,
fifth
hold
yet.
on.
I haven't said my fifth yet. I
Hold
haven't said
on.
my fifth yet. My fifth place is controversial. My fifth place is extremely controversial.
it's a Chelsea me thump you.
Wait,
And
six.
the
Wait,
reasoning
wait,
behind it is
wait.
big
Did
is
he
good.
even say a six? Did he even say a six?
My six is Everton.
Oh, okay.
See,
Alright. So my fifth place choice is between Chelsea and Arsenal. Hear me out, hear me out.
Hear you out.
Arsenal,
we should crucify you.
I
Wait,
go
I
hear
got
you.
crucified.
But I'm
Arsenal.
confused
Both
by the
clubs have
fact that
better managers than
we know,
United.
we know, we know, we know, we know.
Wow.
Shut up, shut
Wait,
up,
pause,
shut up,
pause,
shut up.
pause. Me not go crucify him or anything, but just want to say so. I am I am perplexed as to how you still have Arsenal as a team to choose. That's what that can be confused.
Sonny, Sonny,
What
I'll
am
have
I
a.
to do when
It's
I
going to be a
hit
long night, lads. It's going to be a long
Sonny,
night, lads.
you can't do that. No, stop,
It's
That,
going
Sonny,
to be a
stop.
long night, lads.
Alright, let me
we got
explain myself, please. Let me explain myself. Alright, Arsenal, the Arteta project is very exciting. Aubameyang is firing as always. Pepe looks as if he's going to hit for him. They signed Willian, which is going to
You're
provide
going
them
to
a
hit
few
off
more
for.
goals.
Oh my God, this man says Willian. This man says Willian.
They have
unreal.
Lacazette who can score
Mustafa.
goals.
This
Their
man says
defense is
Lacazette.
shaky,
You just
but
said Lacazette can score goals. That's hilarious.
Unreal. Mustafa.
they have Saliba. They have another defender, Gabriel. I don't know the Gabriel they pronounce.
So if you don't know the
Mahal.
Wait, no,
guy,
wait, no,
if you
wait, no,
don't know
wait,
the
no,
guy,
wait,
why do
no,
you
wait,
think
no,
he will
wait,
be
no, wait,
good?
no, wait, no, wait, no, wait, no, because they have to be better than Mustafi.
The only
Never know
Brazilian
Vardy.
starting in that backline is David Luiz.
Nobody never know Vardy, and then Vardy go on to get most goals last season. So
Exactly,
you can't say because I know a person mean they
So
not
you're
good.
exactly.
supporting decision of Arsenal being that high up?
Hell
No,
no.
wait, listen to me, no, man.
Hell no.
Listen to me. Arsenal's attacking football may be able to push them over the edge, especially if they manage to bully the team them and get the wins.
Relegation.
Again,
Chelsea,
again.
Hold on,
the
hold on,
reason,
hold on, hold on,
the
hold on,
reason
hold
why,
on, pause,
wait,
pause.
no, wait, no,
We
wait,
are
no,
Wait.
fifth,
let me
right?
explain
I do
myself.
have one question. Every person that thing there that has faith in Arteta's thing says that Arsenal have good attacking football. Where's the evidence of this? What?
Aubameyang,
How, no, no,
Aubameyang,
no. Who have they
Aubameyang's
ever
fast.
started? Who under Arteta? Who have they ever started? Basically, this is going to be a very very similar team to the one they used last year. Who did they ever
Hold on,
started?
hold on, hold on. It just come to me that I've been ridiculing Scott for having Arsenal fifth when I do have Arsenal fifth as well. So.
That's hilarious.
hypocrite.
Same here.
Anyways,
I
All
move
right,
also
all
have
right.
on.
Arsenal at fifth.
Let me explain why I have Chelsea at fourth. I simply
Okay.
because of chemistry.
Fourth or fifth?
Fourth. Chelsea are getting Champions League, but I think between the inexperience of Lampard and the fact that you signed so many players and all of them may not gel at the same time at the start of the season, I think
Okay.
September,
Be
October, and
fair.
maybe November are going to be very, very rough months. and you're probably going to be in like fifth or sixth,
To
and
be
then you're
honest,
going to
that's why I
recover.
have them. That's me. I have them a four too. To be honest, so
Okay.
that's why I have them a four.
For
Okay.
fifth, I have Arsenal. For fourth, I have Man United. Alright, hold on. Let me just declare something. I've made some very interesting statements about Leicester. I
Yo,
stand
talk
behind
about
that.
Leicester bad man. You have them at 18th. We'll get that. You don't need
And
to.
I
You don't
stand
need
Don't
to.
behind it. I stand. But for
You
my
don't need
top
to
four,
solidify or anything.
my top four is simply it wasn't in me to put it any other way. I
Um,
tried, but I just couldn't. With
to be
that being
honest,
said, I have Man United fourth.
Okay.
to be honest, I didn't want to put Liverpool top four because I remembered what happened to Klopp at Dortmund. But I said, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm gonna have faith in him and think that that he can keep the consistency after winning the league. So I had Arsenal at fifth and I had Tottenham at fourth because of Jose and his second season luck charm that he seems to have at every team.
No, man.
Well, on the dog, I have Spurs in fifth. First of all, I didn't say that because they have a better side than people give them quality for, brother. You see me? And
But those
Jose
players
always does his
excel at
best.
underperforming.
Huh?
Those players excel at underperforming.
Yeah, but this is Jose's second season when he's actually had time and players to bring in for himself. Pierre
I just
Højbjerg looks like a perfect Jose player. And if he can get a tune out of
The
most of his
problem,
players,
the
look at
problem
Jadon
that was
Right.
Sancho.
always there
What's
for
going to
Jose.
happen?
So
Kane is
they
going
have
to pick up. Kane is going to
the
pick up a
only problem
1 month
with
injury,
the only
and then
problem
their
with
season's
Jose,
going to go to the dogs.
the only
Stop
yeah,
wish
that's
injury on players, please. It's kind of a bad
No,
thing.
I'm not wishing an injury on him, but it happens every year.
yeah, it
Every year
does.
it happens
For the
where
sake
Kane
of the
picks up a
player,
knock.
for the sake of the player, I wish
No, but they're
Kane
bringing in a backup
a
striker.
healthy
He
season.
said that he's bringing in a backup striker.
Even if he doesn't get injured, Kane can play every game.
No, he
And
said he's
when
bringing
I'm
in
the
a
not gonna
games
backup
lie.
striker.
and the games where
I'm
Kane
not.
doesn't play, whether it's through suspension or fitness, they are going to lose or at least drop points.
they're going to get Gabbiadini as a backup striker. I can see it
Um.
now.
Well, to be honest, the injury point is a very good point, but I'm gonna substantiate that Man United tonight. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna bother say anything. I'm sorry. Continue.
Okay. So
What where we
fourth.
at fifth or
Top four,
fourth?
top four, top four.
Fourth, I have Manchester United,
Same.
and it's
Just
not
kidding. Me have
because
Chelsea.
I have a bit of a controversial one.
the thing. No, no, shut up. The reason I have Man United above Arsenal is not because I think Ole is going to play good.
What?
I simply believe they're going to ride their luck to fourth again.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Okay. So, Harris,
Spurs.
Hi.
Hi.
who you have
Fourth.
at fourth?
I thought before to have Tottenham finishing fourth.
Okay. Who else have fourth?
Spurs. 4 minutes at Chelsea.
Okay. Why?
Why?
Hmm?
Why?
The chemistry. Like we make jokes about it, but it's actually true. Chelsea literally signed a starting 11.
Chelsea is
In
going to become the top four for now.
Okay.
pause, pause. But like looking at the team's strongest players right now are players that are just joining the team and players that have never experienced Premier League football in their life.
I mean,
With the
Werner's
exception of Chilwell.
brutalized Spurs.
And anyways,
Zayt's
Premier
brutalized
League,
Spurs.
Premier League is
Spurs
a
is not a
whole
good
new.
representation of Premier League football.
Exactly. That's why I say yo, in my talk Spurs, me just I try ignore him. Anyways,
Spurs is
Premier
a
League,
community center.
even if you want to say yo, them brutalize Spurs, that is one game. That is like Barcelona playing Spurs once in Champions League. Yes, but playing
To
in
be
Barcelona
Premier
honest,
is
Barca
League,
probably
tiring.
wouldn't if they
no,
were
you know,
playing away.
playing in Champions League in a Champions League in Premier League on a consistent basis, game after game, playing another Premier League team is a whole new ball game, right? And especially a man like Zeke, me not think he ready for that yet. I honestly don't think he ready for that yet because the Dutch league is the Dutch league, Premier League is the Premier League.
But pause. Um. Okay.
He can
Last
perform,
season,
yes or no. I see him performing. I see Werner performing. I see help me see Havertz a perform. But me don't see him a do it straight off of the bat. Me can't
pause.
see it. chemistry
Um,
reasons, and literally the only player we wanna have right now, we wanna bring in with any Premier League experience is Ben Chilwell, and that is defensive. That helps you no
I,
way in getting goal.
alright, so pause. The thing is, last season one of our biggest things was we lacked cutting edge, the ability to break down teams.
Yes,
No,
that is true.
we bring in Chilwell as Premier League proven defensive talent. We have Thiago
Yes,
Silva, world class
as
defensive talent.
defensive talent, but not Premier
Who
League proven talent.
with our back line, one of the main things that we're lacking with our young defenders or leadership. So you see them doing their individual job, but you can see where they lack the leader. So if we pair them beside a leader, they're supposed to be able to do good. However, when we get in that wealth of attack,
Well, that's
remember
the thing.
Christian
That's the thing.
Pulisic,
You know,
who we
look
thought
at it.
was
Look
going
at
to
it.
be good, came in
Audrey,
and he was doing
Audrey,
the job.
Audrey. You have to look.
Hmm.
Yes, you will look at like the practicality. Say, oh, of course, a team with a leader in the defense go be a big step from what you had before. Look at Liverpool and then just bring in Van Dijk. The whole team changed completely from defense to straight up. So I get that. That is a fact. But using even Liverpool as an example, then bring in Alisson, then bring in Van Dijk, and they weren't good right off of the bat. It took time for that chemistry to build, and that is just two transfers compared to Chelsea's six. You get what I'm
I
saying?
mean, to be
I
honest, you
think,
guys had Lovren in the defense, so I mean, we expect
I
I
mean,
think,
We did have Laverne because yo, sitting there they didn't judge, isn't it? But
World
that's
Cup
two.
finalist, World Cup finalist.
Yo,
I
shut up, my
think,
brother.
I think,
Me still pissed. So Laverne performed good for Croatia and a shit all for Liverpool. Pissed.
Facts.
I
But
think,
okay.
I think, with Werner, Pulisic, and Havertz all coming from the Bundesliga, along with Rudiger being German, that kind of helps,
That's not team
helps
chemistry.
acclimate them quicker together,
Brother,
get feel
It's,
brother,
for
it's
the
the
side.
ultimate
brother.
team.
It's
We know,
team
but
chemistry, not
look
player
at it, no,
chemistry.
brother. Player chemistry and team chemistry is two different things. Because if you're using that as the excuse, then Rudiger, Warner, Havertz, they're going to link. Not only because Havertz and Werner were in Bundesliga, but they're all German players. That is like saying, yo,
Not Jamaican.
Dembele, Langley, and Sidney go mesh just because they all played, or they're all French, or they all
No
play.
good point.
It doesn't make because
That's a good point.
them meshing with the
But
team that they have now is different than them meshing with a single player. Because yes, you will have links between Havertz and Werner going good because they have played on Germany or they have played in the Bundesliga, so they know about each other. But what about the link between Mount and Werner, the link between Pulisic and Werner, link between Mount and Havertz? Because
full
those
of you to
players have
think
never
Mount's
played
going to
with
be
them.
on the field. But
Mount now got up on the field every game, but he will go dep on the field throughout the season.
I think like having a young squad and Lampard being someone that most of the teams look up to, I think that shouldn't be as big of a problem as people make it. Because you're right, I am concerned about it as well, but I don't think it's going to be as big of a problem as probably other clubs.
Okay.
But we'll see. We'll see.
I just
All
don't
right,
see the
If we're
chemistry
not
thing
top
make
by
them stuck
December, we
about.
sack Lampard.
Yeah, the
No,
man.
the
Yo,
no,
shut up,
Chelsea
my
way.
no,
dog.
no, no.
The
Because
Chelsea way.
being fair,
Anyway, can we
being
move on, please?
like
All
what?
right, third place. You
Third
want a
I
place
hot
have
haven't
take?
even
Man U.
given my fourth place here, brother.
Nah.
Oh,
Oh,
After
oh,
I've
yeah,
oh,
just
before.
assumed that it was going to be United.
Yeah, the man. Almost. Fourth place, Liverpool. Anyway, third place now.
oh. I'm not going to
Third place, I
argue with
have
that.
Liverpool. I have
Third place
Liverpool
have
third.
Man U.
I have. Alright, let me explain Liverpool. Liverpool, I've said this how many times in the group, dog? How many times did they snatch on wins last season? I
A
can
lot,
name.
That
most of
is
the
true.
times.
That is
I
Most of the
very
hold on,
times.
true.
hold on, hold on. I can count on two hands. These are record-breaking Premier League champions. I can count on two hands how many comfortable games they had last season, and
But
I'm not
look
You
at
even
it.
only
finishing
need
But
first
look
place.
at
one.
it.
Hold on,
Yeah,
no, hold on, no,
that is a
hold
con.
on. No.
That is a con. But at the same time, it's a pro. If you look at it, it shows that yo they can come
Character.
out
No, no, no. Here's the
when
thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. 38 games to show character. That's fine. That's fine. Exactly. Right. But here's the thing. You guys suffered burnout, right? And
Mhm,
you got to your finish line. My thing is
mhm.
that
you endured. What is going to and you finally reach the finish line? What the hell is going to push you this season to endure?
Premier League
That's a
again.
good
Trust me,
point.
as a Liverpool fan, I can tell you for a fact that we're not gonna settle. People, the one thing when people me agree
And
with
I
people
can tell
saying
you
about
for a
Liverpool fans
fact, after
is
seeing
that
last season,
Liverpool fans disgusting.
how much you had to endure, how much you had to way through, I can tell that you guys are
Doesn't
not
make
going to.
sense, so.
You guys,
I can see
yeah, I
Liverpool
was thinking that.
prioritizing the Liverpool prioritizing the Premier League again. I don't see Champions League or FA Cup or Carabao Cup
I
being
don't
as
think that's true
important
either.
as
I
Premier League
think you
again.
guys are going to go for a second Champions League. I don't think you're going for an
I
experiment.
don't me
There's
not
no
think
way you're going for an experiment
we
league
don't
after that.
have a team. We don't have a team to contend Champions League and Premier League at the same time. We don't have no
But
depth or anything, so we have
and
to
I think you're
focus
going
on
to
one
go for
title.
the Champions League.
Well, if they go for the Champions League, then that kind of proved the point that we're not
But
have to.
even
But
so, I don't think they have the quality to go for either, nor the work rate or the mentality to
they don't
go
have the
for either
quality to
this
go for
season.
Champions League. But I can when you reach Liverpool, meet up, because that's kind of the reason why I don't have Liverpool at first. We can say that say a fact. I don't have them at first.
Okay, all right.
For
Can
my
I just
third,
my third? I'm just going to drop it. Manchester United, since
Same,
we've already pretty much
same,
discussed them. Yeah, third
all right.
So
Manchester
same.
United.
my
My
third is
third,
Chelsea.
My third is Liverpool.
My third
my
is Chelsea.
third, my third is Man City.
Man City.
What
Ooh.
the? Whoa,
Hold on.
Ooh.
whoa,
Whoa.
All
Don't
right,
make
all
my
right.
word harder. Don't
Ooh.
make my word harder.
Wanna
whoa.
hear me out?
Controversy. Controversy. Ooh. I have
The
bigger
selector got the
controversy
80.
ahead.
All right, all right. Hear me out. I think Pep's under pressure. That I think Pep
Pep
is going to
been under
feel.
pressure.
I think Pep is going to be under pressure to win the Champions League. And let me say, I think from first to third place, I think all three of them and possibly fourth are all going to be in the title race this year. Up until at
Um,
least March or April, whenever the Champions League semifinals are. I think.
excuse me,
Pep,
Scott.
Wait, no,
Scott,
wait,
can
no,
I ask a
wait, no, wait,
question,
no, wait,
please?
no, wait, no, wait, no, wait, no.
Pep.
So because of that, I think when City reaches semifinals of the Champions League, which I think they're going to do,
I
I
smell
think
Cap.
Pep is going to throw away the Premier League at that point. He's going to stop caring. He's going to follow to the
I
title
smell
race,
Cap.
and then when that happens, he's going to end up with third. Whether he wins the Champions League or not, he's going to end up in third place.
I smell
Hear my
cap.
point for a second. I smell Cap. You obviously do
Scott,
not know the
Scott, can I
man
ask you a
that Pep
question?
Guardiola is. Wait a minute, don't talk now. You obviously don't know the man that Pep Guardiola is. Him not throw it. Pep wants everything.
First of all, second of all, can I add something? Man City has never
Everything.
been. Let me put something very straight to you. Man City is by far and away the best team in the Premier League and has been for
By
years.
far. By
Wait,
far.
not even that alone. They've never been a mentality team, right? They've only gotten what they've gotten because of how good they are, right? So
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
mentality will
but
never play a part
think
for Man
about it.
City.
Think about
Man,
it. Think
mentality
about it.
will
Think about it.
never. No, no, no.
When
Not
the
even that.
media
The
puts
only
pressure on you, mentality will
And then
become a
that's the
factor.
next thing. And that's the next thing why I
man,
still
the
smell Cap.
only reason why why
Pep
Man
has
City is losing
been
now,
under pressure.
yeah,
Pep has any team Pep has coached for, he's been under pressure.
under pressure,
Because
yeah.
to the world, Pep is a Champions League coach. So people expect Pep to contend or win Champions League with every
No,
team that he
but this
goes
is
to.
different.
Pep,
Pep
Pep is
literally
Champions
has
totally
League coach.
different.
Pep literally has the most expensive team in football history.
He's
None.
had that for years.
He's
He's had
had
No,
that
that
for
for
but
I
think
years.
about
years.
it. Before he didn't bite. Think about it. With
Cap,
No, but when no,
Barcelona,
no, 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 no.
he
But
had
even
Messi
when
from La Masia.
okay,
At Bayern, yes, he spent money, but it's nowhere close to
point
what he
out.
spent
I want to
at Man
point out.
City.
I want to point out his success with Barcelona. People will bash me, Audrey, but he was not dependent on Messi.
I didn't
yo,
No,
say he was
no, no, no.
dependent
I
on
agree.
Messi.
I
I'm not
agree with
saying he's
that. I agree
dependent
with
on
that.
Messi,
yo,
but I'm
don't
saying
Barcelona,
change the
his
topic. Don't change the
team,
Barcelona was
topic.
a
Don't
team.
change
Bayern
the
Munich
topic.
was a
Stop
team.
changing the topic.
his team was not as heavily scrutinized as this Man City team, especially because English media are dangerous. in terms of
But
in
he's
terms
been
of
here 4
criticizing a
years,
manager.
Pause.
brother.
Pause.
He's been
The
here
re-
4 years, and this has
he's
been a
been
point
there
of
for
scrutiny.
years.
No,
Exactly.
hold on. This has always been a point of scrutiny for him. What's going to change this season and other
And then
seasons?
watch it
It's
now.
going to reach a
It's
breaking
not we not
point.
it's
It
not
is
like he
No,
going to
it's
hasn't
reach a
not.
proven.
breaking point.
It's
How?
not like
They've
he
never
hasn't
changed
proven
that
Tottenham,
himself enough.
mentality since.
We know
Leon,
we know
Monaco,
it's not that he hasn't
3
Tottenham.
proven.
years of
Pause.
That's always
pain.
Pause.
been
Pause.
down to
Pause.
Pep.
We know
That's always
we know
been down to Pep and not his players. How are you going to base the
we know.
entirety of a
Sterling
30? How are
Sterling
you going to base
skied
that
the
entire
ball
30?
But
in the
Sterling or
How
quarterfinal.
are you
Sterling,
going to
That
base
Sterling
is
or
a
going to
Sterling. That is not
destroy
the
38-year-old
him
whole
mentally.
team.
season off of
Sterling is
one
Sterling, not the whole
coach's
team.
mentality?
But then look at it again. Look at it again. It's not like Pep hasn't proven himself.
Exactly.
I'm
The
not
era,
saying that
the
he
you know,
hasn't.
the
I'm
era,
not
the
saying that he
era,
hasn't.
the era of Spanish league dominating Europe was first put under threat by Pep. That's fact. He was first
That's
put
a
under
fact.
threat by Pep,
That's a fact.
right? And that's him proving himself. He leave from Barcelona, go Munich, prove himself, and then him come to the Premier League and him put back Premier League on the map. In in in
Did
he
he
was
put the
the
Premier
coach.
League back on the map though?
Yes,
Or
he
did
was the
Liverpool
coach.
put the Premier League
He
back on the map?
What?
no,
No.
no, no,
What?
no. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm tell you, Liverpool no put Premier League back.
What?
No, it was City.
Scott,
It
really,
was
Scott?
Scott.
Pep
City
City.
were the
What
Scott.
has
were what the
City
fifth
done in
team
the
ever to make
Champions League to
100
say that
points.
he put them in back in? That doesn't say anything about the Premier League. That says
No, no,
something
no,
about
no,
Pep.
no.
Wait,
Listen,
wait,
listen,
wait. So
listen, listen.
That's something about Pep.
Beating Roma
Liverpool
and
winning,
Manchester City is supposed to be putting somebody back on the map. Is the
Liverpool
worst Carrier
winning,
single? No,
Liverpool
no,
winning,
no, no.
Liverpool winning.
Man City was the big.
Man City was the team that put Premier League back on the map.
Yes.
Liverpool winning the Champions League
Or reaching the
was
final.
well reaching the final like back to back was everyone getting the consensus in their mind like all right, English league is definitely here. Zine, but Pep was the one that started that. Pep was the one that
Agreed.
put the fear in people's heart that yo watch out for City.
No, Scott.
Pep
Scott, I
was the
think this
one
is
that did
cap.
that.
I think this is cap for what
Man, I smell
for you
too
just
much cap.
No,
wanting
I am dead
for you
serious.
wanting to put Manchester United high. I think this
I
is
have
cap for you
City
wanting.
Excuse
second,
me,
and I have
excuse
I
me,
think this is
excuse me,
nah, nah. Go on.
excuse me.
Why?
So Scott, being that you have Man City at third, that means that me putting United outside the top four was fair then, being that City are miles ahead of United, correct?
I don't follow what you're saying. I have Manu ahead
You
of
have
City.
City, you have City at third, and City are better than United. Everyone else would agree. Therefore, me putting United at seventh was a fair place. All
Pause.
right,
And
good.
Pause.
Pep is a much
Pause.
better coach than
Pause.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Pep is the best coach in Premier
I'm
League, and I
arguing
am a
that.
Bombardos club fan.
Yep.
All right,
I'm
How
arguing
no,
that.
can you?
that
Hold
can
on.
be
Listen.
argued. That
Listen.
can be
No, no, no,
argued.
he can't.
Listen.
I don't think he
Listen.
can't.
Listen.
I'm arguing that.
Putting Manu above City is something we expect from Aldian. But
Yes, not
brother,
you.
not
Name
you.
dropping, name dropping.
Who cares?
I
Not
He'll
have,
probably
you,
end up.
brother.
He'll
as I
probably
said,
end up on the
I
podcast
think the
anyway.
top 3 to top 4 are going to be very close in the title race, within
The top
5
three
to
go
7
close.
points.
The top three go close. But like Chelsea go there
And
fourth, right behind like
I think the
10, 12
pressure of the
points.
Champions League, if he has a semi-final or a quarter-final and he has a top 6 rival between that spell, he's going to prioritize the Champions League, and I think
Smell
he's going
cap,
to
bro.
He
lose.
does that
I
every year.
smell
Definitely.
You're
cap.
saying it. Wait, hold
Pep,
on. Hold on.
you're
You're saying
saying
that
Pep
he
is
does
going
have
to
the squad to do
prioritize
that. You're
exactly. You're
saying
saying Pep Guardiola is going to prioritize one thing over the other. Pep is
When
the
the
type.
need when his
Pep, when
if his
calm
job is
down.
on the line, when his
Pep
job is on the line,
Pep's
or if
job
his
will
job is on the
never
line,
be under the line. Pep is the
how are you
best
so
thing to
sure?
happen to City since
How
City
are you
make.
so sure?
Pep job will never be on the line. How
it's
can
never
his
going to
job
be.
be on the How can his
Who,
job be
no,
on
hold
the
on. Who
line
are they
and
going to
he
be? No, hold on. Who are they going to bring in right now? Who's better?
better than Pep?
Who is
Pep's
going to
job
be?
will never be on the line because if you look
Sorry.
at yeah, shut up.
Yaya Toure.
If Pep didn't win the Champions League, right? But he still got more than 2 titles every season. That's better
God, this
than
is his fourth
Barcelona.
season in charge.
That's better than Barcelona and Real Madrid. He's getting more than 2 titles per season. And then looking at it, why make me smell cap? Pep is the type of dude to go and win everything. He have the team to win everything. He go do it. Pep, we play a competition and he win the first leg of the competition by 6 goals to 0. Common sense will tell you as a coach, all right, put out a week aside so we can rest my A team. Pep is the type of dude we put back the first team to get another 30 goals. Pep
Yep.
don't ramp.
But you forget, when Pep reaches that stage in the Champions League, he always overthinks. He always
Okay,
does.
alright,
He
alright.
overthinks in
So
the
City,
first
Scott
game,
has
though.
City
Like,
third. Who else has City? Who
yeah.
else has who for third?
No,
Hmm.
no. I think we've all said our thirds.
Yeah.
Alright, so I would like to go first this time, and I
Okay.
also
Right, sure.
want to have first and second, just for the controversy, as well as say. So my second place is Man City, and my
That
first
means you
is
have
Chelsea.
And I
Okay,
have
no.
how
sec.
is
Hold on, hold
having
on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
how
hold
is
on, hold
having
on, hold on.
Chelsea at first more realistic than having City at third?
It's not.
Nice very
It's
much.
not.
It's
It's
not.
not.
I
But no,
have.
hear
It's
me,
not.
hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out.
Yeah.
I just could not put Chelsea below City and Liverpool. Realistically, I think it's going to be City first, Liverpool third, Chelsea, Liverpool second, Chelsea third. But I just couldn't do it, so I put Chelsea first and boom the other two down.
Okay. I have City in first and Chelsea in second.
I have City in first and Liverpool in second. No. Here why? No.
Nah, that's
The third,
respectable.
I
the
It's
have
very
third will
Liverpool
respectable.
in
we know,
first and City in second.
hear me now, hear me now. Me not see Liverpool a win Premier League this year. Not at all.
No one.
But watch it now. Liverpool can get second or third depending on one thing and one thing only. Bringing in Thiago Alcantara.
Hmm.
Bringing in
That
Thiago
is a
Alcantara.
major point.
Bringing in Thiago Alcantara will decide if Liverpool can still contend for the first place this season, settle with second, or drop to third.
But
And
why though?
because one,
I
every
think that's
team,
just name dropping, to be honest.
every big team, like team that has been placed in the top four, has brought in a player slash a talent that will contribute to them further
So you're
contending
saying
or
this is
putting
more
up a
moral
chance.
than it is the actual
It's
sense of
not
the
a,
transfer?
it's not more moral, but it's what Liverpool brings to the team. Right? Last season, the biggest thing to why Liverpool came first and not second was City's defense. City don't have that problem anymore.
That's
See,
arguable. That's
I mean,
arguable.
yeah, that's
City,
that's technically arguable.
right? The next thing was of the other teams in the league, no
Hang
one
on,
could.
wait. Just a bit of controversy. Okay, yeah, Chelsea bought a starting level. But if you need a guy to come in, how quickly do you think he's going to adjust and he's going to fit into the side? Bear in
He
mind,
can take a
he is a
he can take a long
Brazilian
time.
who played in Spain, who is now in Germany. Can he speak English?
He can actually speak perfect
He
English.
can he can speak perfect
Alright, then never
English.
mind. There goes my argument.
Thiago has
So
better
it's like
English than a whole lot of the Chelsea squad.
as I
Now,
said
Werner
earlier,
Howard speaks good English.
He
he's
speaks
not
better
saying that
English than
every,
Werner
but
and
he says
Havertz. I've heard.
better than
No,
most of the
no, no,
squad.
not Havertz, not Havertz, but he speaks better English than Werner.
Okay,
Right?
well then.
As
That
next,
being said,
as it's dependent solely on it because every team has brought in talent. The biggest thing that got Liverpool the league was City's defense being poor. City has beefed up their defense, right? Another thing was the fact that the other teams in the league could not contend. I see Chelsea and Man U contending this year, so that's another thing that we don't have working in our benefit as Liverpool, right?
Yeah.
So it will purely come down to what we can bring to the table again. And as I'm saying, because we haven't bought anybody or made any change to the team, and we have literally no depth, it will come down to whether we can get that Thiago Alcantara deal done. Maybe we can scratch a first from it, but without Thiago, I don't see Liverpool winning the league.
Mm, 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 mm.
I don't see them winning the
Alright, so I'm
league
gonna
without
finish now.
Thiago. Yeah.
lol.
Alright. I have City finishing second and I have Liverpool going back to back. And the reason I have City finishing second is the same reason you guys pointing out as to why you don't think he will finish third. Because I think that Pep is going to push this team. And I think that later in the season, when the fatigue kicks in, we just feel like Liverpool is going to be more resilient in and steal it away from Man City.
But
That is
what
how I have it.
fatigue, though? What fatigue? The man has a starting level and a bench that can win the league.
I think Liverpool are more susceptible to burnout actually.
Exactly. Liverpool is way
But the
more
thing is
young.
this. No, but the thing is this. No, the thing is this. Why did City have a poor defense last year? Because players like Laporte were getting injured and they have no left back. Do they have a left back this year?
No,
Is
no.
Laporte is gonna get Laporte most likely will can receive an injury again this year because he is
He
injury
won't.
prone.
No,
He
Both
I
won't.
don't
Ake
think
and
you.
I
Laporta
don't
can
think he
play
will.
left back.
I
I
don't think
don't
he
think he
will.
will get
But
injured.
there will be times when he's tired, and I don't know how much I trust Ake to fill that gap.
Exactly.
Okay,
Like, let's be
okay.
honest. Let's be honest. I think the reason they brought in Ake is because they couldn't spend the money to get Kolabai. We gotta be honest
If
here.
they
So they say, you
if
know
they
They're
what?
get
still
Kuli,
linked to
We're going to
if
bring
they
Koulibaly
in.
though.
do end up
They're still
getting
trying.
Koulibaly though, that's a
Excuse
different
me,
story,
what?
and I think they win the league by far.
What? Excuse me, what? Them still a try get
Them
Koulibaly.
still trying to get Koulibaly.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm
The
saying.
only
They
If
could
they get
come. They could get Koulibaly come. Because the thing is that I learned recently is that FFP it works different this year because of the COVID rules. So that's why Chelsea is able to spend that much money and their accounts aren't, So
Bro,
I
also we
strongly
still have a
believe.
whole lot
City,
of
you know,
players.
City literally had a deal in place where over the next 4 seasons, Barcelona will gain $700 million just for friggin' Messi. And you think them don't have the money for splash for Koulibaly?
it's more of Napoli not wanting to sell at this point.
Yeah, because Napoli just have a very very bad history with
Now, it
Man
will still be
City.
the case. It
Especially
will still
because
be
of
the
the
case.
Jorginho
Well,
deal,
that's what
I think
yeah,
it's going
that's
to.
what Fabrizio Romano has been saying as of late. It could have been done a whole long time ago, but
A long time
that's
ago.
what a long time ago.
All right,
Yeah,
Anyway,
so
so
I agree
my
with you at
I do
first.
want to hear one last thing though, Scott. Why are you saying Manchester United should finish first,
I'm not saying they should finish first. What the hell?
or why do you think they will finish
All right,
first?
as it stands, if no more transfers are made between Man City, between Man United and Liverpool, I think Liverpool are taking the league.
Okay.
However, if United manage to get Regulon and Sancho, a big if for Sancho,
Sancho.
big if.
First of all, can I already interject? If
I
you
just
get
want to
one of
point
those
out.
players, you're not getting the other.
Why they say that?
Exactly.
Because
I
you
just want to.
don't because that would have
No,
been done by now. You guys don't have the cash to do both of those. That's why you're trying to sell
Oh
players.
I
my god!
just, I just want to point out that one, yeah, you
Hold
not
on,
get
Harris,
both of
shut up,
them.
no dog. Yo, make
You
Scott
not
talk.
get both of them. Is it
You're
me?
not
You
getting
not
both of
get
them.
both of them. That's a fact.
That's
And
a
two,
fact.
and two, if you get one, another team definitely go take the other
I don't
before
think
you
so.
get the
I don't think
chance.
Sancho is
I
going
don't.
to.
I don't
If
think
you get
Sancho's leaving going anywhere if he's
no,
not
no,
going
United,
to
if
if
United.
he
United don't
does
take
leave,
Sancho, I
if
don't
he
think Sancho
does
is going to
leave,
leave.
if he does leave, one
Sancho is not pushing for a move though. He's
Yeah,
just interested in United. That's the
yeah.
thing.
interested in United. But I see if you get Reguilon first, you're definitely not getting Sancho. If
He
you
has
get
sport
Sancho first,
interest.
you're definitely not getting Reguilon.
At any rate, in this hypothetical world where we get both, I think United can win the league. But if not, then Liverpool are definitely win the league. The
If
reason
we're
why,
being hopeful,
but I
Why?
if
think it's
we're
going to
being
be
hopeful,
close.
if we're being hopeful,
I think the distance between first and third is going to be like 5 points. And the reason why United are going to fall short is because of their squad depth. We
Five
don't
Liverpool
have.
has
points.
a
I think
squad
it's
depth
going to be a
problem too.
lot closer than that.
No, I mean
Facts.
between first and third is going to be like Liverpool on like 87, United on 85, and City on like 83 or something like
Oh
that.
wow, you still have United there. That's brilliant.
Have City a third, like continue. Anyways, if we're being hopeful and saying, yo, our teams get the players that they are going for, then in a hypothetical world, as Scott put it, and Liverpool gets Thiago, I see them fighting for that first.
I think, I think if Chelsea get rid of Marcus Alonso, we probably might not win the league still,
Mate, shut up,
but
no
I'll
dog.
be a lot happier.
Anyway,
My God. No, but
anyway, and I
you
want to
can't
say,
look
mate,
at what.
hold on. No.
Let me defend my
Sonny,
point.
Sonny,
Let me defend my
Sonny,
point.
yo, making turn, I might wanna edit it.
Look at what United have done since January, since Bruno has come in, since we've had that creativity coming. If we have Martial still scoring, if we have Greenwood still scoring, if we have
How many of these goals
Rashford
are
still
from open
scoring,
play?
that doesn't matter.
Oh god.
what? That
No,
Bro,
doesn't
seriously,
matter.
seriously, 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 seriously. All jokes aside, if we have Bruno, Pogba, and Van de Beek creating chances,
Van
and
de
let's
Beek.
say we don't bring in Regulan or we bring in Sancho,
He wouldn't be
and we
starting
have
though.
him creating chances as well, I definitely think United can win the league.
So
But
well,
that's a
who's
big
protecting
if.
you? Who's
That's a
protecting
big
you?
if.
Who's
Van de
protecting you
Beek
from
Who's
wouldn't.
fast
Van de
break?
Beek
who's
wouldn't start
protecting
every
your
game.
fragile
Van de Beek would.
defense?
Van de
Their
Beek would
defense
come
isn't
in
that.
when Bruno is tired
Their
or when
defense isn't
Pogba is
even that
tired.
fragile, But who's going to protect you
Nah,
from
I'm
fast
sorry.
counters?
Well,
Lindelof is going to protect you from fast counters. So
Harry
as Maguire.
Maguire. He
Matic
can protect his
Box
sister. He
head
can
God.
They
protect the
don't even
goal.
have a defensive
Box head
midfielder.
God.
They don't even
and
have a defensive
Fred.
midfielder more than
Fred.
Matic. And Matic is what, 58? Bruh. There's a whole lot of holes in this Manchester United squad that are
Honest,
yeah,
exploitable.
I
being
know.
honest,
I know
as I
there are a
said
lot of
earlier,
holes.
Manu has the potential to have one of the best midfields in the league
Yes,
if only they get a defensive midfield.
defensive midfielder, right? And as long
Say,
as they don't, I have no faith in them ever winning this league.
I
yeah.
think they're going to
No,
finish
no, you know
second,
what?
but they're going to be in the title race.
No, here's the thing.
Well,
Without
I
Definitely.
a
think
defensive, here's the thing about the club, your ethos. If you had a fast-paced centre back or something like that to compensate for the lack of screening that you guys have, then sure, right? But you guys have Lindelof and Maguire, dog.
Maguire.
Lindelof and Maguire, brother.
Oh
Dog.
God. I
Oh
mean, I
God.
mean, I mean, if Barry can pull off a season without injury and shut up the place, purely hypothetical, then
If
Why he
Bayi
yeah,
hasn't
can,
played
we
football
still
in
not see them
years,
a win the
brother.
league.
what are
We
we
still
talking
not
about?
them.
Bayi
We still
played a
not win
good
the league.
amount of last season. He didn't have many major injuries, so to say. It's more a series of knocks.
Well, there you go again. Anyway,
But
I
a
have.
series of knocks will add up, you know. That's like
Yeah, I
Dembele.
know,
Is
but
he
I'm
Dembele has a
saying,
starting?
series
Well,
of
and
knocks,
is
but
he
him not playing a
starting?
game.
Is he
yeah,
starting?
when he's fit, he starts. When he fit is
Scott,
our, I
Scott,
think,
Scott,
I don't know,
stop it,
Scott.
Scott. Eric
I
Bayi
don't
and
know, Scott.
Usman Dembele are both on the hospital starting 11. Don't talk about Eric Bayi has been playing all that. Don't let it look that good. Don't let it look that
Wait,
good.
I'm going to check. I'm going to check. I'm going to check. I'm going to fact check this because me don't know about that. Eric
every
Bailly.
time Bayi has played,
Eric
he has
Bailly.
done well last season.
Eric Bailly. Hold on.
And to make
But
it worse,
I'm
you know,
there, dog.
and to
I'm
make
there.
it worse, I like how United are talking as if Paul Pogba is playing like the best midfielder in the world because he isn't.
He's
So
being
not.
like,
fair,
I'm confused as to why.
pause,
I'm confused
pause,
as to why
pause,
United
pause,
still.
pause, pause. Wait, I can't. It's unfair to bash Paul Pogba. One, he was injured. Two, Moreno. Three, he came back to the team after a world pandemic. It's a lot to take. It's a lot to take a top performance from a player after those three things.
Um, Osborne, we're gonna be honest here. The thing is, this, you know, Pogba cost them 100 and something mil overall. And you're telling me that this man will cost 100 and something mil. The coach of my current team, Chelsea, said that.
Yes.
Hello,
yo,
think the
all me
cap
I
chip
say
out
is
the internet.
Probably
or
speaking.
probably that. Alright, stopping eyes. But all I'm saying is, if you spend that much money on someone, and if you still spend so much money for filling circumstances being play good, yeah, that's alright. Me agree, say he shouldn't be getting as much blame as he is. But like
But be fair.
50% of the things that
Be
go
fair.
against him, it's not his fault.
Watch this, no,
But
no.
the
Watch
other
this, no, no.
50 are him
Hold on.
causing.
I can't agree with that. I
Hold
can't
on, hold
agree
on,
with
hold
that.
on, hold on, hold on. Can I just say something? Scott is
Hmm?
talking about how Eric Bailly has started every time he's
Only
played.
City and Chelsea and United game in him if play last year.
Eric
And he
Bailly
get
played
injured.
like Eric Bailly played 4 games last year in the Premier League.
Seriously? Only four?
Only 4.
Crazy.
3 in the FA Cup, 4 in the Europa League, and 4 in the Premier League, and none in the EFL Cup.
At any
He
rate, when I saw him play, he was our
he played
best defender, easily.
100. He didn't even play the like 4 is 90 minutes. That's 360 minutes. He didn't even play half of that. He played 147 minutes.
At any rate, if he manages to be fit, then yeah.
That's great,
You
Scott.
know
That's amazing,
what? No, no.
Scott.
What? No.
He hasn't
I
played.
as
Phenomenal.
me say.
Well, no. Better than that, he hasn't played over 20 league matches in since 16-17.
hard
since six. Last year
for
he did
years.
12. The year before that he did 13. Scott, cap, cap, cap,
Phenomenal.
I still stand by what I say.
cap,
I still
No,
stand
no,
by what I
cap,
say.
no. I
cap,
want to
Sensational.
defend. I
cap,
want to defend Manu in the sense that it's
cap.
unfair to say, yo, them spend 100 and yada yada million on a player and then they spend money to fit around that player. It's what you call a rebuilding effort. There was no way to get a star talent come out of Manu to become the star of the team where you can build around. Hell, it take Rashford a while. It to get where he's at right now. He's still young, but it take him a while. But I couldn't put him as that set out star of the team where he can build players around. So yes, they had to take out the big money and go buy a player that can build around that player to build a team, and that was Paul Pogba. I still don't see Paul Pogba as a bad signing for Man. I still think
Also,
it's
No
along with
one,
the
a lot of
circumstances,
people don't. A lot of people don't.
right.
Wait,
I
along with the
still
can we wrap
see
this up?
circumstances, the
Can we
same
wrap
reason
this up,
why
please?
Chelsea had to spend 70 million Kepa is really the circumstances. In Mourinho made it very public that he wants Pogba and United should do whatever it takes to get Pogba. So that
And
gives
that was the
United
reference mistake.
incentive to say, okay, well, they're going to have to do it. So let's just give up our bargain. Or let's just hold our then. We're not open to negotiation.
no,
Spend the
but
money or
at the
nothing.
same time, at the
Edward,
same time,
Edward.
at
We're
the
still
same
talking
time,
about the Prem predictions here.
yeah, but at the same time, saying that doesn't mean that yo he was a bad transfer. And that's why I still feel that yo with the team, Manu, none to no depth, no depth. The
Yeah,
two
that's what
the
I think is going to
They
beat
the
don't
them
have
up
two
too.
depth
the two
and
big
they don't
teams,
have
As
the
I
two
quality in
said,
big
certain
teams,
places.
the two big teams with the worst depth is Liverpool and Manu, right? Hands down,
That's another
right?
reason why I don't have Liverpool. You see me? But continue.
But at the same time, you have to look at if they are willing to what I think they will do in prioritizing the Premier League, because them not gonna shit all in a Champions League. It makes sense then try. Got me even want to hear it from you.
not not the Champions League. We probably reach round of 16 if we're lucky quarters. If we're lucky.
Right? Right? So I see them prioritizing Premier League. If
Which is
they
why I
do
think
that,
they could have a really good
if they
season in the
do
Prem.
that, if they do that, they will have a good season, and I see them as one of the top three contenders.
I honestly think Solskjaer is going
Okay.
to prioritize the League Cup.
Can I say
It
my
just
opinion
looks
now?
like a
So
Solskjaer thing. Oh, yes, son, you go.
Okay. Two things. One about Manchester United. This is also the same manager that when Rashford and Martial were both injured, he had Rashford play on painkillers. When Maguire was injured, he had Maguire play on painkillers. This manager has no interest in bringing depth into your squad, or else he would have made
true,
something this
true.
window, right?
No depth.
If
I
you
mean,
guys
The
it's
get
only
an
not like
injury,
and
he did
hold
not
on.
try.
literally the only depth that he did, he bought a player that really and truly kind of plays the same position as a player that you literally bought other day.
Fred.
If you guys get an injury,
Fred.
if you get a creative injury, I don't think Bruno is going to. I mean, Danny Van der Beek is going to really fit where Bruno plays, right?
I don't
If you
think
guys
we have a
get an
problem if
injury,
we have a creative injury. I think our
yeah,
problem would be if we have a defensive injury,
And
especially
the
at right
offensive
back.
injury,
and an offensive
Yeah,
injury.
and
and the offensive
You
injury.
not
only
an
have one
offensive injury,
striker.
an injury on the wing. Because
The
if
only
Marta gets
literally,
injured,
literally,
Rashford can fit up there or
the,
Greenwood can fit up
the
there. On the
similarities, the
wing,
Or
we are
similarities are
much
actually
weaker.
no, the similarities are actually astounding in the sense that the only depth per se that Manu has is in the midfield, and that's kind of the
midfield.
same thing with
Yeah.
Liverpool, isn't it?
So
With
that being
Naby
said,
Keita
so
being the
And
that
only
being
United
said,
defendable depth.
has depth in their goalkeepers if you want to count that.
yeah,
No,
Where
them
we
them
can
them
we
have
can pick
them
any
have
goalkeeper for
them
any
them
match.
have them have one
quality.
starting goalkeeper and them have two third rate goalkeeper, isn't it? In the sense that
The starting goalkeeper is Henderson, by the way.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, isn't it? So that's not really
That's
depth.
Ronald Dundee.
That's just feel sorry for, isn't it?
So
So
yeah,
yeah, that's kind
I
of that.
say here's the thing about Chelsea. Chelsea can definitely hit the ground running, right?
Yes,
Because
yes.
Chelsea's
here's the
season
thing.
is so.
Here's
Talk,
the
make
thing.
some little talk.
Yeah. Chelsea, people are talking about the what's it called? The chemistry thing, brother. Brother, you brought in six people to replace a side that did remarkably well for what they were worth last season, right? you can easily
That's true.
you can easily, and this is what is going to happen, ease them into the starting 11, which is what he did with Pulisic. Ease them into the starting 11 one by one, while having
Wait, Sunil, Sunil,
such as quality starting 11 from the year
Sunil,
before. Yeah,
Sunil. What you have to take into consideration,
yeah.
this season compared to last season is a
It's
whole
a
new
whole
ball
different ball
game.
game.
No. I know that, but Chelsea is still a very quality side. You
Yes,
see me?
don't get me wrong, they are, right? But
But
then if you take
I'm
into
not saying it like one by one. I'm saying it as in like they can
no, me
ease
get
in
what you say. Me get
people.
what you say.
Yeah,
Easing them is like that. Being honest, that is the best idea to take. Easing them instead of putting them right off the bat. Because if you do that, you're gonna lose some games where you're supposed to win,
yeah.
right? But this season is different from last season. Last
What are you
season,
saying? It's like smash and grab.
in a sense, last season the teams that were supposed to be the blowout big teams last season were crap, complete crap. Last
Yeah.
season the teams were. This
Mm-hmm.
season the teams
The
that were
average have to be that
performing
low.
All
like
right.
the teams that were performing like are not going to be performing like
Oh my
is not
God,
going to be
Osborne.
Husband
performing like shit.
language.
Oh my
All right.
God, Osborne.
Um,
Sunil,
crap.
let's look
Wait.
at
Me never know so that our curse word.
This is Sunny. This is Osborne. Oh wait, crap. No. Oh god.
Wait. I so like
Oh my God, I
teams
hate
like
you,
Just
Osborne.
team.
cut, just cut that, just cut that whole
Alright,
segment.
me just cut that out. Cut that out. Alright, so as teams last year that weren't performing good now go they perform bad this season. City will not be performing bad. Manu will not be performing bad. Right?
Okay.
So you have that competition from those teams. Not that you go bash them down, but getting that much competition from teams while at the same time trying to build chemistry, go have a clash. Because look at it this way. In the first which big teams in having our first week? You can have Liverpool in our first week, right?
on have they
Yeah.
have Liverpool week 2, and
Me too.
then
Alright,
after
second. Right now,
and then after
looking at that.
you know after
Using
the
go on.
after the transfer window ends, they have Southampton, then United, then Burnley, then
But I
Sheffield.
mean, we
So them
played
have
really.
United.
No. But we did play really well about against Liverpool in all things considered. We have
All
played
four
very,
games
very well.
No,
last
the
year.
thing about it is
I'm not
the
worried.
thing
I'm
about it
worried
is
about United. I'm worried about United. I'm not worried about
between
Liverpool.
United's
We can definitely
attacking,
we
and
can
then you have
definitely beat
Burnley
Liverpool.
and Sheffield and their defense, and Newcastle with their defense. Then
We
after that you
have
have Tottenham and Leeds, and then Everton.
we've
That's
whooped
and then
we've
Wolves
whooped
after that.
Burnley. We've whooped Burnley though.
Being
Dog,
very
Burnley in
on
the
have
Prem is very different.
on have some very on have some wouldn't say big, but on have some average to substantial games in the first few weeks of the season. Games
Yeah.
that those games gonna need to
Should
grab the points from those
yeah.
games as fast as possible.
I
And
get
then remember that's the time where the chemistry go they build. And
yeah.
for certain games like that, if the chemistry don't build before them game there, then you have a very strong chance of losing
And the
That's
thing
true.
or
about it
dropping
is,
points.
it's really risky to introduce players like Werner and Havertz and Ziyech against a Burnley.
Yeah, that's true.
Wouldn't put it that
Okay.
far. All right,
No,
maybe,
I would say
but
so. I would say so. Those are very, very physical teams.
Burnley,
true.
Newcastle, and then you have this Everton squad with
Being fair,
Carlo
I'm
Ancelotti.
not. Me not wish upon him. Me not wish upon him. But I can low key foresee Jake getting an injury this season.
He's already injured.
Who?
No, I don't think they're going to
He's
have any
already
major
injured.
injuries. I don't
Who?
think
The
they're going
Who?
to have
reason
Who?
any
Who?
major injuries, but in
Jake.
this period
No,
where they're
I
adjusting, just like
being fair, I
Pulisic,
can
they're going to
see
have
him
an
get.
injury.
I can see him getting a major injury because one,
He has a
he
bad
He's
injury,
like
and Copeland tries to play it down,
he has
but
a
that knee
skinny
injury is
frame.
something much
You know,
more.
he has a skinny frame, right?
Yeah, he's very slim.
Firmino has a skinny
He's
frame.
very skinny. Jake is skinny. He's actually like
And he does a lot of work rate, so it's very,
exactly.
very easily. It's easy for him to get
And
caught in the shuffle.
unlike wouldn't say athlete level, but unlike Premier League athlete level, Ziyech is
Yeah,
skinny, right?
it's very
And
skinny.
then as Sunil say, him have a high work rate, so he's going to be doing a lot on the field, which means he's going to come in contact with a lot of players. Now
But
imagine
hold
him.
on, pause. But initially,
that
Mahrez
being
was
said,
very
I don't
skinny
think
initially.
that being said,
Mahrez
I
was
don't think
Mahrez
Ziyech is
was
going to
very
be.
skinny initially, but look at it. Mahrez was on a team that did nothing for the first season. It was their second season where they really came out
He
and
was
that
still
work rate
skinny
came in.
then.
Yeah, but
No,
there's
but
another
look at
point
Pulisic.
that you have to bring up. In this readjusting phase, who's to say that the old players are going to have the same time run, knowing that within 2 months they're not going to be seen the light of
True,
day again?
true,
That's a good
true.
point. That's a good
That's
point.
a good point.
Yeah, but anyway, let me try to wrap this up quickly. City, yeah, City. Again, they've never been a mentality team. They've always been a results team. You see me? So
Results
they're
team,
going
yeah.
to thrash people 8-0. There's going to be records broken again. You
Yep.
see me? They're going to
Going
have
to be
that
a
high.
record season.
They're going to be have that high goal difference, and it's never going to be a competition on whether worse if they get a. Here's the thing: it's going to be smooth sailing. If somebody gets an injury, it's going to be even smoother. I don't expect them to run away. There's going to be some sort of challenge. You see me? But they shouldn't be in any straight problem, direct problem. You see me?
For the week league title, true.
For the league title. City has this. There's no question.
All right. So
So
that's
Um,
it for firm predictions.
are we going to
This is this is long
are we going to
already.
run over match day one?
So
no, we don't have
see,
time.
no, see what got no. I think we should cut this in two. I think we should cut it in two because this is already
No,
Give
long.
Sunil more time to
no, no,
edit.
no. No, that's going to take even longer to edit.
No, literally just cut it. Literally just
No,
slice it in two.
no,
No, you
no.
got it long for edit
All right,
too.
let's just do it. Let's do the match day predictions. Fulham versus
Just do it
Arsenal.
quickly.
I
Fulham,
have
I'm
Fulham,
pull up, I'm
Arsenal.
pull up.
I have
Fulham,
Arsenal winning three
One
one.
on.
Mitchell, huh? Yeah, I have
I have a
three
one
one.
finish.
I have Arsenal winning 3-1 as well.
Yo,
I
Aubameyang
have
cut this
scoring
out.
Arsenal
two.
winning.
Anyway, Palace versus Southampton.
Palace versus Southampton 2-all.
See that
I
then in
say
as a
one
draw,
all.
yeah. I say 1-1 draw.
Crystal Palace 3-1.
Batshuayi goal. Crystal Palace 3-1.
Here's a
Okay.
hot one. Liverpool leads. I think that's ending 5-4.
I think it's ending 3-0.
3-0. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would agree
Leeds
with the 3-0
2-1.
3-0
too.
to who? 3-0 to
To
who?
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Three to
Liverpool.
Okay.
Liverpool.
I think this is
Leeds
going to be a
1.
high scoring game.
The reason why I put it like that is that yes, Leeds are tough and they're coming into the season with a bang. But it's a big step up from championship to Premier League, and they will not get that step up in the first game.
Yeah. So West Ham
West
versus
Ham,
Newcastle.
nil-all.
I
Nil-all.
have
It's
Nil-all.
going to be a
3-0.
boring nil-all game.
I have
I
3
came to
nil.
go boring to me.
Newcastle is going to
3-0.
murder West Ham
Mm.
with
I
their
mean,
new
it's
attackers.
possible. No? It's
They're going to
possible. No?
murder Newcastle West Ham.
All right. West Brom and Leicester. It's going to be
Leicester.
Leicester gonna
controversial.
win.
I
West
have nil
Brom.
all. I have nil all.
I have
How
1
about
nil to West
2-1?
Brom.
2-1, 2-1 to Leicester.
I have 1 nil to West Brom.
I have Leicester 3-0. They're gonna start with a bang to this season.
I need Leicester to lose every single game, to be very honest.
Everton
I have
Spurs.
them 18. Everton's winning.
Everton, Tottenham. I think Everton's going to pass. Going to scrape past
Everton.
2-1.
I think
Everton.
Everton is.
Yeah,
I think is a 2-1.
2-1 victory for Everton.
Yeah.
I
Sheffield
have
and
Arsenal.
Wolves. That always enters a draw, doesn't it?
Wolves 3-0.
Um,
I think Wolves
it's
is going
it's
to thrash them 3-0.
I think
yeah,
I think it's going
yeah.
to be a 1-all draw. I don't see
I
any of them winning.
more explain why I see the 3-0 win, but I feel like it go take up time.
Yeah, good job.
Brighton
Next
Chelsea. I have
next game.
standard 2-0 Chelsea.
5-0
Brighton,
Oh,
Chelsea,
Chelsea.
I have
3 nil
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Yeah, I have
3-1
Chelsea
for
3-0
Chelsea.
with Werner scoring a brace.
Yeah,
5-0 Chelsea.
All right. So
three.
Scott.
I've got 3-1 for Chelsea, but yeah, I see Brighton getting at least one goal out of that.
So yeah, Scott, over to you.
Alright, so thanks for tuning in to the Cawna League podcast. It was a long one, but I
What?
hope you
Yeah.
enjoyed. Hope
That's
we
what
get
she
some
said.
laughs out of the foolishness we say in terms of our prem predictions. Leicester finishing
Especially
18th, City
Batman.
finishing 3rd, Spurs 10th, United 2nd. Lots of hot takes.
Leeds, Leeds,
Let's
Leeds, Leeds fifth. Leeds fifth.
Leeds 5th. Let's see how it turns out at the end of the season.
And the
Hopefully,
worst one of all, Manchester United first.
First.
I didn't say Manchester United first. I said Manchester United second.
Oh, real?
Now you
My
said
bad.
first.
I'll
No,
cut
I
that
said
out.
first
Maybe
if
it's
we
a
get
first.
Sancho.
Okay.
Let's
All right.
see.
So second. Can't I get a turn?
Exactly, so second. So
Okay.
that's it for this week. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week. More foolishness, more hot takes, more football. We're
More
going to be
Audrey.
talking about things that happen throughout the week, whether in transfers happen, the weekend matches, and whatever else comes up during the week. So That's it. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys next week.